Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Gradeup. Welcome to India's largest e-learning platform, Gradeup. We are all here today for mechanical exam analysis, the big day for all mechanical engineers writing the GATE exam 2021. All our faculty are ready to give you the answers and the solutions and also the difficulty level, cutoff, all these details we are going to give you. Before that, we are also going to give you the observations and the surprises from the other exams happened for computer science, civil, electrical, electronic students, how many MSQs, whether MSQs will be there or not. Every time there is a surprise from the IITs. This year also there is a surprise for EC electrical students. There are no MSQs. But it is not the same case for yesterday's exam, that is computer science. And now what is going to happen for mechanical engineers? For the first shift students are already writing the exam. Maybe in next few minutes they are going to complete the exam. For second shift students, we are going to be the first to give you the updates about the first shift. How many MSQs, how many NATs. Sir, this is the surprise generally happening from IIT Bombay.
Yes, sir.
Civil, there are very few MSQs, only 3 or 4 MSQs were there. EC electrical, no MSQs. So we expected computer science also no MSQs, but yesterday surprise. Big surprise was 13 MSQ in the second shift, 12 MSQ in the first shift. So what is going to happen? Your prediction, sir, for mechanical?
I feel it should be means some intermediate. And one thing I have seen, sir, whatever happened in the morning shift, the same thing happened in the evening shift.
Exactly.
So definitely it is going to be very helpful for the students who are for evening shift.
Yes.
So that they will be knowing that how many number of MSQs are coming in their exam. Because whenever we are going for some war and we know कि कौन से हथियार है सामने वाले के पास. So we are ready for that. And if we are ready for that, we are going to perform better. That is
yes, guys. This is a session very important for the students who are going for the second shift. So all the students watching live now, please share it to other students so that everybody will be knowing what is going to happen. You can mentally ready that for all these surprises. And first shift students generally will have some anxiety or curiosity to know what they have done, whether the questions made correct or wrong. So we are going to give you the answers also. So I request all the students to share it to all your friends, those who are writing the examination. Just after coming out of the examination, they can see that this session is happening. And for those students who are maybe in the journey to examination centers, they can also have these updates. We are going to be going to be the first one to give you the updates. Sir, so what we are going to give them at what time? Are we giving any instructions to the students? Because the students may be having some nervousness before going to the examination. Some tips from your side?
Yes, sir, definitely. Because whenever they are going to prepare for any examination, whenever we go for any competitive exam, if we are having good preparation, then this kind of nervousness is obvious. Agar nervousness nahi hai, then definitely you are not prepared for that. So it is very much obvious. So I will say that there is no need to worry because we are here to help you. And guys, whenever you are going to give the examination, just do one thing. Whenever you see the statements, do carefully, because many times it has happened that whenever the value of G, like in engineering mechanics question, it has been seen many times that they are not giving the value of G, then you have to take it 9.81. But if they are mentioning it to be 10, then never take 9.81. Otherwise in NAT you will be having the answer beyond the range, so you will be getting the 0 marks in place of the good marks. So you need to take care of that. And 2 mark problem, definitely there are many things when we are going for that, many mistakes are there. So I always say that whenever you are attempting the 2 marks question, always write the number also on the scribble pad, so that whenever you are going for repeating or revising, do the calculation mistakes, just check the calculation mistake, so that if there is any, you can correct it. And always, if you have any doubt in the problems, like you feel that whatever you have done may not be correct, then my dear, just have a mark for review that question and just give the review at the end. Yes, Harshal, good afternoon, sir. I think many students are there now.
He is saying that he is going to write the examination in the afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Bharat, this session is for you. You know, people like you, students like you, who are going to write the examination in the afternoon. We are all here to guide you, to tell you the information about and the updates about the first shift, which are really useful. Yesterday also in computer science we have done. We gave the information that there are 12 MSQs in the first shift. So second shift students are mentally ready and prepared for facing MSQ questions also. So there are 13 questions in the afternoon session. So let us all together join. All our faculty guys, all mechanical faculty gathered here in the studio. We are going to show you. All other faculty are going to come and give their tips one by one. because frame is not fit for big team of mechanical faculty. We are biggest in mechanical faculty team.
Yes,
so
sir.
we are coming 5 by 5 and I am going to leave, of course. I'm going to take only 2 minutes time. So Rishi sir, one other difference we observed in other exams we have seen. Sorry. The other difference we have seen is the questions are jumbled. 1 mark questions, 2 mark questions, subjects, they are not in sequence. So how to handle this? It's going to happen for mechanical, sure, because all for other exams it happened. So how to deal such situations from students' point of view?
Yes, first of all, I welcome you all on this session, and I request everybody to please share this as much as possible so that all the students, those who are writing in afternoon session, will be really benefited with this. Please utilize the technology in these days, because I go on telling everybody that yes, you should be very smart in writing this type of competitive exams. If you are not smart, definitely you will be very behind of others. So please utilize this technology as much as you can and share this information with all your friends. And don't forget to like the video, my dear friends. Make it viral. So as Ramesh sir was telling that this is the first time that IIT Bombay has given the twist that first 1 mark question, 2 mark questions are being jumbled. So my dear friends, I go on telling in every class to the student that my dear friends, you please focus on your favorite subjects. So rather than going for 1 mark or 2 marks, you just see the questions, whether it is of your favorite subject or not, what you have given the priority. Let it be maths, let it be aptitude, let it be your design subjects, or whatever subject you like, you please focus on that first. So first 1 hour of time is very crucial, my dear friends. Whether it is 1 mark or 2 mark, doesn't matter, my dear friends. If it is from your favorite subject, take time and solve. See that whatever you do is correct, my dear friends. No harm, you don't reach at 65 question, which is your all India ranker student will not do that also. But my dear friends, whatever, how many number of questions you do it, see that it is correct. Avoid silly mistakes, as Dheeraj Sardana sir was telling, that silly mistakes about G value, whether it is specified. Second, I would like to tell you that about the units, mostly in numerically answered question, you should be very particular that somewhere in the middle or at the end it is given the units. You solve in some other units, at last answers are not available, options are not there. You just type the same number, but sometimes they may ask you in meters, sometimes they may ask you in micrometers, sometimes they may ask you in kilonewton, MPa, GPa. So please be clear about the units, because all this goes wrong just because of the silly mistake, my dear friends. So Dheeraj Sardana sir, would you like to add something into this for jumbled questions?
Yes, sir. So guys, whenever you are going to attempt the question, just check the statement properly. As I said, it doesn't matter whether it is for 1 mark or 2 marks, you have to do every question correctly. And one more thing I would like to say, today is Valentine Day also. So for the very first Valentine of yours, that is mechanical engineering. So just give your best, because that is the right time to give. And just within 10 to 15 minutes after the examination, we are going to start the analysis. We'll be giving you the questions in the very starting, the first, because in all other branches also we were the first to represent these things, and we are going to give the questions, solutions very much in a correct manner. You can check it. Our analysis in ESC also was the topmost and was the correct one. So accuracy also is important, not only fastest as well as accuracy. Sorry. Okay, so guys, we will take care of both. So now I feel Omkar sir also would like to say something.
Hello dear students, one more point I want to add here. Just whenever you stuck up with one of the lengthy question, definitely it will be there, and their intention for putting that question to consume your time. So very important thing is that if you're stuck in there, just leave it and go for the next question, and whenever you are completed, whatever you can do, definitely you can come to that question, but don't waste your time. This is very important. Okay.
I just want to add one more thing. We will not be physically present with you, but mentally and emotionally we will be there with you throughout the examination. You have already prepared yourself. So in 180 minutes, in 3 hours, nobody can judge you on your technical knowledge. The exam is going to be the judgment of your time management, the judgment of your pressure handling ability, the judgment of your concentration, confidence level. So guys, be confident, and mechanical engineers are so single that they must fall in love with the examination. So let me tell you, this 180 minutes, you are you should play. We are not going to tell you what you should do, what you should not do. Actually, these 180 minutes are going to be the best moment of your life. You are going to remember these 180 minutes, 3 hours throughout your life. So enjoy the moment to the fullest and keep calm, be confident. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
सबने 70 मिनट रिपीट कर दिया.
सो हेलो गुड आफ्टरनून माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हो आप लोग सब? और आई सपोज कि सब लोग एनर्जेटिक हैं. एंड वन मोर थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड टू दिस, इट्स ऑलरेडी 12:30, सो विद इन नेक्स्ट फ्यू मिनट्स विल बी रिसीविंग क्वेश्चंस एंड विल बी फर्स्ट वन टू डिस्कस ईच सिंगल क्वेश्चंस वन बाय वन. ठीक है, सो इसी बात पे सब एक लाइक बनता है. एंड प्लीज डू नॉट प्लीज शेयर दिस वीडियो टू ऑल ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स, बिकॉज ये सभी फैकल्टीज, एवरी टीम विल बी कमिंग वन बाय वन एंड बी शेयरिंग देयर एक्सपीरियंस. एंड वन थिंग आई लाइक टू ऐड इज, यार अब हो गया है, एक साल आपने प्रिपेयर किया था, इट्स द डी डे और आज आपका बैटल डे है. जितने सेशंस आपने किए, इट ऑल विल बी फ्रूटफुल टुडे. जस्ट आग लगा देना सेशन में, फाइन. और जो लोग अभी सेकेंड हाफ में पेपर देने वाले, उनके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट ये वीडियो देखना. यू शुड बी वॉचिंग फॉर द नेक्स्ट 1 आवर या हाफ एन आवर, जितना भी आप लोग को समय मिले, क्योंकि आप ट्रैवल कर रहे होंगे अपने सेंटर की ओर. तो आप इसको देखिएगा, क्योंकि what we have seen in the previous subjects या previous branches, सिविल का हो या इलेक्ट्रिकल का हो, the paper जो मॉर्निंग में आया था, almost similar pattern was repeated in the afternoon session. तो इसी को ध्यान में रखते हुए you'll be getting a rough idea कि यार NAT ज्यादा है या MSQ ज्यादा है, क्योंकि every students are having a doubt, सर MSQ पहली बार हो रहा है, क्या करें क्या नहीं करें. Don't take tension, MSQ भी होगा, NAT भी होगा, सब होगा. But one thing is, just आपको सेशन में ध्यान से रखना है और सब फैकल्टीज आपके साथ शेयर करने वाले हैं. सर
रफी इज टेलिंग दैट IIT बॉम्बे फुल मजा ले रहा है मैकेनिकल वालों का. यार IIT बॉम्बे ने सभी IIT लेते हैं, ऑलमोस्ट एवरी IIT टेक एंजॉयमेंट फ्रॉम अस, बट स्टूडेंट शुड बी वेरी स्मार्ट एज आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू. सो देना नहीं है, फोड़ के आना है.
So guys, countdown begin हो चुका है. So I will say that आज बहुत अच्छा, आज आप ही का दिन है एंड यू गोइंग टू रॉक टुडे गाइस. आपका नहीं तो किसका होगा सिलेक्शन यार. थ्रू आउट द ईयर यू हैव डन वेरी हार्ड वर्क. आई हैव सीन थ्रू आउट मेनी स्टूडेंट्स हैव अटेंडेड आवर मॉक टेस्ट एवरीथिंग एंड दे हैव परफॉर्म्ड वेरी वेल. आई हैव फाउंड मेनी स्टूडेंट्स हु वर सॉल्विंग ईच एंड एवरी क्वेश्चन इन अ करेक्ट मैनर. सो गाइस, you need to just show whatever you have learned in this complete year. So just sir,
I just want to update that all of you guys, please stay tuned to us because we are going to give you a live report in next few minutes, because our students are writing the exam. Just after completing the exam, they are going to come live in the studio over phone, and we'll put the speaker on and we'll be giving you the updates about how many MSQs and all. So that is going to be really useful for you, as Sadhana sir and other faculty are saying that the pattern for morning session and afternoon session is going to be similar. And second update is yesterday, as per the CS observation, the topics which are not asked in the morning session were asked in the evening session. So if you know what are the topics asked in the morning session, that is going to be maybe helpful for you for the afternoon session. We are going to reveal all those things, from how many questions from each subject, that also we are going to give. So stay tuned and keep forwarding to other students. I am seeing more than 100 students are there. If that number increases to more than 200, we are going to reveal the first question. Make it faster, guys. And why the likes are very less compared to the live?
This video to your friends, because we want 200 plus live. उसके बाद ही will be starting the problem. Okay,
guys.
so this is our condition. 200 plus minimum होने से first question we receiving, and we are already receiving, I think, the questions. So every faculty will be coming and sharing the questions with you only.
यार स्टूडेंट डरने की बात नहीं है जब ग्रेड अप साथ में है. ओके,
why worry?
why to worry when grade up is here? Okay, so be cool. And yes, please share this information with all your friends, my dear friends, those who are writing the session in the afternoon session. And in another 5-10 minutes, all our students, they have already completed their examination, will be back, and we'll be making live in front of you, my dear friends. They will be on call. They will be telling how the examination is, how many MSQs are there, how many multiple choice questions, how many numerical answer are there, my dear friends. And one more thing I want to add up in this is, as everybody is well aware about the negative marking in multiple choice question, so be clear about that. Take some time and solve, but my dear friend, don't miss any numerically answered question and multiple select question, my dear friends, because there is no negative marking. Don't leave anything unattempted, these two types of questions, my dear friend. So 1 घंटा पूछने में लगा है
पहुंचने में
कुछ
लगेगा।
क्वेश्चन जल्दी विवेक वी आर आल्सो eagerly waiting for that but
We
don't
will
worry
provide in the next 5 minutes.
in next 5 minutes so you will be coming up with that analysis my dear friends don't worry so let's Harshit sir have
A very good afternoon to all of you. I welcome you all. See, my dear friends, first of all, keep calm and focus on your calculations. Sometimes you think that the question is very easy and you just try to attempt it in a very fast manner so that time could be saved. But see, just focus on your calculation. It is very, very important. Next important thing is unit. See the question, whether a particular question is asked in joule or in kilojoule. So you have to keep focus on that as well. Second important thing is regarding the multiple select question. Read the question twice or thrice before attempting it because you have to maintain the accuracy as well. In just 5 minutes from now on, we will be providing you with the solutions. We will be providing you with the accurate solutions. Right, my dear friends?
Guys, all mechanical faculty in one frame, we are trying so that you all get some confidence that we are there for you. Even just before the examination, we are there throughout the year, of course, for you to give you marathon sessions, important question sessions. Lot of content we have provided for paid students as well as free students and app students, YouTube students. Lot content we have developed till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I think faculty are there with you to give you a lot of content. Except Vikas Badoria, everyone is there. Vikas Badoria, Valentine's Day is celebrating his marriage day also is today. So he's going to join in next few minutes. And all of you please wish him marriage day wishes to him.
Happy
Marriage anniversary. So rest all faculty are with us. Now you can ask if you have anything and if you also have to support your faculty because they are all there for this big day. All throughout the year, all faculty behind you to you people to perform better in this day. Okay, Rajat is saying looking nice, Rishi sir. So that's great, guys. Sir, Akash sir is also there with you.
Hello guys, good afternoon to all of you. So guys, first of all I would like to tell you that GATE is not you can say the everything. Lot of exams are also there, okay, but you must have some sort of confidence. Okay, first is a very important thing. Okay, confidence and you can say the motivation is also the part of your you can say the journey. Okay, so having a confidence in optimum level, that is a you can say the all about your journey. Okay, not you can say the very lost confidence and very overconfidence is not very much required. Okay, so stay calm and you have to be very cool. Okay, so this is a all very
Aman Sharma is asking how to aware which is MSQ and MCQ.
Yes, it's, if you want to differentiate between MSQ and MCQ, if you see the question,
it is mentioned in the
it's
question.
mentioned also at the
is
top, and
clearly
also
mentioned, yes.
there is an option variation.
Yes.
In the MSQ, I think Anu sir will be telling it what.
Hello guys, all the best first of all. So there's a very smart trick to observe whether it is MCQ or MSQ. If you do not, if you say forget to see at the top which question is there, if you see a circle kind of buttons, radio buttons which are there, those are MCQs, and if you see a square one, those are MSQs. So this is again a way you can identify it, and make sure guys, many of you say that you feel nervous or anxiety is there. You'll get 20 minutes before the start of the exam. That is the point where you should forget everything, and once the papers start, your concentration level, your thought process should be as clear as possible. And just last 2 points guys. One, as everyone has already said about units, I'll just share with you a very simple example. Yesterday a question came in XC paper. It was all about very simple question asking about the efficiency of diesel engine. The unit that were asked in percentage, many of the students after calculating in decimal just put forward the answer in decimal, or they ask in kilonewtons but all the values are given in normal units. So make sure you take care of the units very carefully, and at the same time last 15-20 minutes
Guys,
make sure you revise.
Sorry to
Yes,
update,
sir.
interrupt you. Guys, just we started receiving the questions. That's why faculty are already on job to give you the solutions and the answer keys for those questions. You can check, guys, those who have attempted the exam. If you want to reveal the questions, then make this number 200 plus.
Yes.
So we are going to make it. And some
So
people
we are
have
very
already
near.
started
Very
coming.
good. Come on.
Come
we
on,
are very
guys.
near to 200.
That's good. 270
Come on, my dear
students.
friends.
Yes, guys.
आग लगा दो यार.
Sir, one sir.
Yes, Dheeraj Sardara sir is going to come with the first question in next few minutes, guys.
And
Just stay
let's,
tuned.
we promised 200 plus I'll be sharing. So I received just from theory of machine, we had a question from gyroscope, and from thermodynamics we were having from RAC. We just received. Soon the faculty will be coming with exact question paper with exact data. So make sure you are all connected for the next 10 minutes, sir. We'll be
Likes are
having
very less.
Yes, you need to like
Likes.
this section, my dear friends.
Make
200
like
plus.
and watch equal, my dear friends. Come on.
So some students who
So
has
in another 5 minutes, we'll be coming up with the difficulty level of this shift 1 paper, my dear friends. Piyush, in another just 5 minutes. Be online, share this with your friends, my dear friend. Don't forget to click the like button and the bell icon, my dear friends.
So just now we have seen some students saying कि sir paper was moderate, and some students who has completed their paper, they are also joining with us because it's already 12:30, 5:40. So let's start our session, and we are getting some response from students also, and those who have given the exam in the morning session, they also can join us. They can share what was the paper level, how was the paper pattern. So everything we'll be discussing in the next 5 minutes. So over to sir.
There is a little update about the examination which had happened in the morning session. The paper was not tough at all. It was
Yes,
easy to moderate. Easy to
That
moderate.
was a wonderful thing for you guys.
You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
And the fluid mechanics, there was not much weightage to the fluid mechanics. And industrial was little moderate to tough side. Industrial engineering.
Yes.
But it is very small subject, so it does not carry that much weightage. And strength of materials was also simple, easy. Strength of materials was also easy. There were 2 questions on beams in SOM. And
my God,
3 on simple stress and
So
strain.
this kind of question we have already done in lot of, you can say, the practice sessions, and Sardana sir have told this kind of question many times to you. Okay, so that is a very wonderful part of, you can say, the grade up. Okay.
And hydraulic machine also, there was question asked, around 2 questions were asked on hydraulic machines. So fluid mechanics, the basic fluid mechanics, they did not ask much, but hydraulic machine, so the application, it means they are more focusing on the application part rather than this.
Wonderful thing, sir. We are also having one question from the RAC, that is a psychrometric part. Okay, they are basically asking you what is a relation between what vapor pressure and saturation vapor pressure. Simply you have to convert that and you will get the answer. Okay, so that is a very simple question that you can easily mark. Okay, and next question that you are having one from your gyroscopic couple from your theory of machine. Okay, yes sir, join sir.
So I think we got some updates from our students only. The aptitude was, we can say, easy. Okay, so what information we have received from the students, aptitude was easy, and paper was almost moderate, but still we are receiving some questions. So let's see what is the update we are getting. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Actually, there is one student, our own student, who had just completed his exam, and he want to share his experience with you all. Yes, Akash, you are on the speaker. You can share your information, your experience with the students who are going to give the examination in the second half. So how was the paper, Akash?
Paper was moderate type.
Moderate type, okay.
And
Not tough at all, right?
MSQ कोई भी नहीं, 0 MSQ.
Zero MSQ. That was a key feature. That was a wonderful thing that you are having.
Because this MSQ is not there in the morning session. Hope that there may be very little questions from MSQ in the afternoon session, my dear friend.
That is the biggest surprise. Akash,
And जनरल एप्टीट्यूड पूरा मतलब 15 मार्क्स का, उसमें पूरा MCQ ओनली था, NAT नहीं था जनरल एप्टीट्यूड में.
That was another, you can say, the highlight that you are not having any MCQ in your general aptitude. Okay.
जनरल एप्टीट्यूड में सारे MCQ.
सारे MCQ. Okay. No NAT question.
2 नंबर के, 5 क्वेश्चन 1 नंबर के.
अच्छा
Okay,
अच्छा, और लेवल कैसा था इसका एप्टीट्यूड का?
एप्टीट्यूड का लेवल से आसान था, इंग्लिश भी आसान था मतलब.
अच्छा अच्छा,
कोई भी, और उसमें डेटा इंटरप्रिटेशन से क्वेश्चन थे. और फिर
So my dear friends, you should focus on multiple choice questions, my dear friends. So be clear about that, because that are deciding questions, my dear friend. Because आप अगर छोटा सा भी mistake करते हैं, if you do a silly mistake also, you get a negative marking, my dear friend. So be clear about that multiple choice questions, right? Because as in aptitude, one of our student is telling that all the questions are multiple choice questions only, my dear friends. Options were given, so be clear about that. A silly mistake will give a negative marking. Even 1 mark and 2 mark questions were multiple choice questions, my dear friends.
टेक्निकल आकाश, थोड़ा टेक्निकल के बारे में बताओ, टेक्निकल सब्जेक्ट्स.
सर टेक्निकल में फ्लूइड मैकेनिक्स से बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन थे, 4 क्वेश्चन थे.
Very good, my dear friend. Fluid mechanics is quite easy.
कौन कौन से क्वेश्चंस थे, किस किस टॉपिक से थे?
एक था प्रेशर मेजरमेंट से था, वो हाइड्रोस्टैटिक लॉ से, मतलब एक सबमरीन था. सबमरीन जो था एच हाइट नीचे, सी लेवल के नीचे एच हाइट था, वो स्विमिंग सबमरीन था.
अच्छा.
और उसका प्रेशर दिया था.
अच्छा
और सबमरीन,
अच्छा, मैनोमेट्री से था.
एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर दिया था, उसका निकालना था एब्सोल्यूट प्रेशर.
अच्छा, फ्लूइड मैकेनिक्स वाज क्वाइट इजी. और मैथमेटिक्स के बारे में बताओ, डिफिकल्टी लेवल कैसा रहा मैथमेटिक्स?
तो मैथमेटिक्स वो थोड़ा सा मतलब एक तरह से डिफिकल्ट था, मतलब हम लोग अभी तो.
Yes, my dear friends, he is telling that mathematics is slightly difficult compared to aptitude.
अच्छा
और सॉन्ग से मतलब इजी था क्वेश्चन.
अच्छा,
Very good. All the basic subjects,
Production engineering.
all the basic subject, engineering, mechanics, strength of material, and machine design were easy, my dear friend, and multiple choice.
Sir, Piyush is asking for difficulty level production engineering.
पर एक क्वेश्चन था, इजी क्वेश्चन.
अच्छा, किससे?
हाइड्रोलिक मशीन.
अच्छा, हाइड्रोलिक मशीन, पेल्टन व्हील टरबाइन. आप
Okay, very
अपने
good.
सेकंड हाफ में जाने वाले
Come
स्टूडेंट्स
on,
के
my
लिए कुछ
dear
कहना
friend,
चाहेंगे?
hit the like button and share it as much as you can. Yes, my dear friend, we are ready with the questions. Come on, share this information with your friends and don't forget to press the like button. Yes, production difficulty level is very less. It is easy, my dear friends, very easy paper. So there was no MSQ. I want to highlight all the aptitude questions were multiple choice questions, my dear friends, and we are ready with question.
Guys, we are starting with the questions. We have received 2 questions just now, and we are going to present the questions right now. And by the time we complete these 2 questions, already the highlights are given. We are going to show you the subject-wise 1 mark question, 2 mark question, total MSQs, NATs, all details we are going to show you. So, are you ready, guys, to see the questions? Are you ready to see the questions, guys? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can. So I'll put the mic on your collar and you can.
Hello dear students, so a few of the question of course with me, and if you see the difficulty level for the manufacturing engineering, it's very easy, right? So one of the question from the metal cutting and casting technology is with me. If you look at this metal cutting question, simply in this orthogonal cutting, dear students, the cut chip thickness and the uncut chip thickness is provided, rake angle of the tool is provided, and they are asking, of course, the cutting force FC and the thrust force FT is given, right? Uncut chip thickness is provided, that is 0.75 millimeter. Cut chip thickness, that is T2, is provided 1.5 millimeter. 1.5 millimeter is provided, and rake angle of the tool is given as 12 degree. Yes, it is 12 degree, right? And dear students, they are asking about the shear force, right? The shear force in the metal cutting operation. Of course, FC is given to you, that is 1000 Newton, and the thrust force is given as 600 Newton. Okay, so definitely dear students, we know that whenever they are asking the shear force, right, and you are having the data cutting force with you and the thrust force with you, definitely just very nicely we are having the shear force as what? From the Merchant force circle diagram, definitely we are directly can write it is FC cos of angle phi minus FT sin of angle 0.5. Okay, definitely for this we have to calculate the shear angle first, and for the calculation of the shear angle the data is given. Okay, what is data is given? So definitely T1, and from T1 and T2 we can able to calculate the cutting ratio R, that is T1 divided by TC, uncut chip thickness divided by cut chip thickness. It will be T1 is 0.75 divided by T2 is 1.5. Definitely it will be 0.5. Okay, the uncut or this cutting ratio you are getting at 0.5. Definitely, then very standard and very special formula of the metal cutting that you know very well. Okay, many times we have used this formula, that is tan of angle phi is equal to what? R cos alpha divided by 1 minus R of sine alpha, isn't it? So put the values here very nicely. 0.5 cos of angle 12 divided by 1 minus 0.5 sine of angle 12. It will be very easy. Please check it out. What is the shear angle? It will be, I hope, 28.62 degree, right? This is the shear angle phi we are getting from this equation, very easy, right? Then put the values here. Fs will be how much? Fc is 1000 cos of shear angle 28.62 minus thrust force is how much? 600 into sine of shear angle phi, that is 28.62. ओके, बहुत आसानी से अगर हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे इसको भैया, कितना आएगा? इट विल बी अराउंड 590.36 megapascal. That will be Newton per millimeter square, and that will be the answer. See, very nice question, dear students, right? Very popular formula for this metal cutting we know. That is the very first formula we can derive in this chapter, and this is this formula, of course, from the merchant force circle diagram we can definitely derive it geometrically, we can form it, right? So this is the answer. Please, now yes, Dheeraj sir is with me, is going to share the next question.
Yes guys, so I am here with the welding question. So guys, let us see the welding question. Please like and share the session, guys. So there is a question related to welding where some data are given like this. They have given the resistance welding and current is given as 10,000 amperes. And my dear, after this current they have given that time is going to be 0.25 seconds, and they have given the resistance is going to be 0.0001 ohms. And my dear, after that they have also given the volume of nugget to be equals to 70 mm cube, and at the same time they have given, my dear, the unit energy. The unit energy of melting is going to be 12 joule per mm cube. So my dear, you can see how easy the question is. All the data are mentioned to you, and you need to find out the efficiency, and this was a NAT question. Yes, this was a NAT question. So my dear, this was, first of all, you need to find out the heat generation, and heat generation is given as I square RT. You know that when you will be going for I square RT, my dear, you will be getting it to be 2500 joules. So when you will be getting it to be 2500 joules, then you will be finding out, my dear, it is going to be heat required, and heat required when you will be finding out, it is already given, the nugget volume is given, the rate is given, so 12 joule per mm cube, my dear, into, you need to multiply by 70 mm cube, you will be getting it to be 840 joules. So my dear, if you want to find out the thermal efficiency, you will be getting it to be 840 heat required divided by heat generation, it is 2500. So my dear, it will be coming out to be 33.6% when you will be going for percentage. The answer was asked in the percentage only. Okay guys, so once again
and one more thing, if you are saying that they are asking the friction force, definitely we are having the cutting force, we are having with thrust force, and we are also having with the rake angle, right? So definitely if they ask the friction force F, it will be simply, it is Fc tan alpha plus Ft. Definitely if you say put here the Fc value 1000, tan of this 12 plus Ft 600, then also it is very easy to calculate the friction force. Okay, over to
one more question, guys. A very simple question for 1 mark have been asked. They have asked about the correct sequence of the operation. They've asked about the correct sequence of the operation where drilling, boring and reaming have been given, and there were 4 options. Like in first option it was like reaming first, boring then drilling, then second option was drilling, then reaming, then boring, and third option was boring first, then reaming, then drilling, and the fourth option was drilling first, then boring, and then reaming. So my dear, the answer, you know that first of all we will drill the hole, then we will enlarge it, and then we will go for surface finish. So D is going to be the correct answer. Now sir will be be coming for mathematics.
One question I have received.
Yes, after that we will be having some casting questions also with Omkar sir. Very easy questions have been asked.
Hello, all the mechanical warriors. So I hope you have done a fantastic performance in the Gate 2021 first session, and many of you might be going into the second session. So I hope your preparation is ekdam absolutely on the peak. And this session is just to give you an idea ki, once again, there is no MSQ. Okay, there is no MSQ. So, electronics, electrical, last weekend there was no MSQ. Civil, 2 or 3 MSQ. Yesterday, computer science got the surprise of around 12 MSQs and 13 MSQs in the next slot. So mechanical, we were expecting maybe another 5-10 MSQs will coming up, but once again, sir, IIT Bombay has given unexpected thing. Whatever is the input we have got right now, till now 0 MSQ, right, sir?
Yes.
So 0 MSQ once again, guys. So be ready for surprises. Gate 202 when it's full of surprises. But I think, sir, paper ka level kaisa pata chala hai abhi tak?
Moderate to easy.
Yeah.
Easy to moderate.
Right. And one more thing. Just electronics, electrical, mein there were no MSQ. So the portion of NAT, the proportion of NAT was large. Sir, क्या यहाँ पे भी ऐसा है? NAT का proportion ज़्यादा है MCQ से?
MCQ से? नहीं, ऐसा अभी तक ऐसा कुछ
चलिए, ऐसा आया नहीं है, तो ऐसा डेटा आ रहा है. जैसा ही आएगा तो हम उसको कंफर्म करेंगे. एक क्वेश्चन है सर मेरे पास. एक ही क्वेश्चन आया मैथ्स का अभी तक. गाइस, आई हैव वन क्वेश्चन ऑफ मैथ्स एंड इफ अदर्स आर कमिंग अप, डेफिनेटली आई विल कम अप विद मोर मैथ्स एंड एप्टीट्यूड क्वेश्चंस. I hope you have performed very, very well in the examinations. A very simple question, guys. Last weekend also, unexpected simple questions are coming up. Last weekend also one direct limit question, L hospital. Yesterday, computer science also one direct L hospital. That is the easiest thing that you can expect from the calculus portion. That is the L hospital question. And today, mechanical also, there's one direct L hospital. Let me just copy the question. It is given as limit of x tending to 0, 1 minus cos x divided by x square. Come on, answers, guys. Flood the comment box with the answer. Okay, yeah, Nitish, this is the first question of maths. और आते जाएंगे, guys. And if you know any questions which are simple to describe, you can comment in the comment box also. अगर आपको कुछ theoretical या कुछ simple से questions ध्यान that you are able to comment, so please do comment in the comment box also, because this is all memory based session. Okay, yes. So what is this? This simply x tending to 0 मैंने किया तो 1 minus cos 0 is 1 divided by 0 square, and everyone knows this is the 0 by 0 form. And if it is a 0 by 0 form, I will go for the L hospital rule. One of the easiest questions. And then I have limit of x tending to 0, 1 ka differentiation 0 minus cos x differentiation will become the plus sin x divided by x square differentiation is 2x, and the answer is, everyone knows what is the sin x by x for limit x tending to 0, 1. So answer will be 1 by 2. Okay, 0.5. Yes, Vishwajit, Vikas Yadav, correct answers. Okay, Akash, you're telling maths difficult. Maybe say just one question, and this is the easiest question of maths. But maybe when we come with more questions, then we will be able to decide. Abhi ek question mila hai, so I'll again come back. I'm searching for more maths and apti question. So right now, Chandrasekhar sir will carry on. Okay, guys, come on, make it 300. Yaar, itna important session, especially for those who are going to the second slot. Once again, I highlight 0 MSQs once again. Okay, so all unexpected things happening with the Gate 2021 are all predictions.
Yeah. Aptitude, all multiple choice.
Aptitude, MCQ,
all
MCQs. Okay, multiple choice questions. Yes, aptitude, all MCQs, and maybe we are getting the aptitude question. I will come back, guys. So once again, I hope you have done very, very well, and do like the session. Sir, 300 watching and likes are so less, guys. Come on. Okay, show some enthusiasm here. Be positive. Throw some positivity on your response, and let's increase the likes.
Keep it.
So Mike. Okay, so Chandrasekhar sir will continue. Vikas Yadav again telling maths difficult. Don't worry, let me get some more maths question. Okay, then I'll come back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the nice information to the students. I am here, guys, with the question which was asked from fluid mechanics. And I also predicted before examination that there is a question from the fluid statics going to come. Always, every time you find the question from the statics. Fluid statics. And the question was from the manometry. And the question was, there was a submarine which is kept at a depth h from the free surface of sea level. So what is the important part here is the atmospheric pressure was given as 101 kilopascal. The atmospheric pressure was given in terms of kilopascal, and there is a pressure measuring device here on the submarine which is measuring the absolute pressure, and the absolute pressure was given in terms of megapascal. That was 4.2 megapascal. The question was to find out the depth of this submarine from the free surface. I hope everyone can easily do it. We have already discussed so much regarding the manometry, pressure measurement, pressure equations. So how to write the pressure equation? The important part here is the units. You should take care of the units first of all. That is very important thing. And other than that, another twist is density of water. Sea water is given as 1050 kg per meter cube. Most of the students take 1000 only because 1000 is the general the density of the normal water, but it is the sea water, that is why the density is a little higher value. So you should take care of the units. That is important part, and you should take care of the parameters which are given in the question. You should use only those parameters. So how to write the pressure equation? It is very simple. You can start from the top. So the top is having the atmospheric pressure. You can convert it into Pascal. That is 101 into 10 to the power 3 Pascal. You should always use SI units. And absolute pressure is 4.2 into 10 to the power 6 Pascal. Right? So pressure equation, if you write the pressure equation, we are moving in downward direction. So plus rho of water into G into H. H is the unknown, is equal to absolute pressure at the level of submarine. What should be the answer? If you use all the terms in their SI unit, then H you will get in SI unit only, that is meter. What should be the answer? Please write in the comment section. Please solve it and write in the comment section. I think it will be, I have solved it, and if I'm wrong, let me know through the comment section. 397.9 meter. The pressure equation, the question is from the pressure equation. Okay, so I'll transfer the platform to the Dheeraj sir. He is with more questions now.
Yes, guys. So I am with the question of strength of material and machine design. Okay. Yes, paper was, I feel, very easy to moderate. Moderate भी नहीं बोलूँगा, I will say easy अब तक जो क्वेश्चन आए सामने. So guys, एक क्वेश्चन डिफ्लेक्शन से बता रहा हूँ पहले मैं आपको. एक कैंटिलीवर बीम है और आप देख सकते हो हाउ बेसिक क्वेश्चन दे आवाज. यहाँ पे एक बेंडिंग मोमेंट लगा हुआ है होगिंग का और आपसे पूछा हुआ अगर ये पॉइंट ए है, if this is point A, this is point B, this is point C, they have asked the deflection at point C. And you know this is a cantilever beam, or we can use area moment method here, and you need to go for a BMD. You can see it is a hogging moment. We will be making a BMD. This is the BMD. Negative moment is there, minus M, and we want to find out the deflection. We will be using the simplified theorem of Mohr's. So when you will be using the simplified theorem, you remember what is simplified theorem? So simplified theorem states that, क्या बोलती है? What it says? Simplified theorem says that if you need to find out deflection at point C, then you will be writing y at C minus y at B. We are using simplified theorem, mind it, and here we can use it. It is going to be area of bending moment diagram into the distance from centroid up to the point where deflection needs to be calculated. So my dear, this is the area between these 2 points. You need to consider it. And y deflection at B is 0. You know it is a fixed end. You need to find out y at C, and you will be having the area as this is M. EI is the flexural rigidity given, and L is the length. L by 2 distance is this. L by 2 distance is this. So you will be having this height. This is basically M. You know that. So the area is going to be L by 2 into M. So as you are using BMD, you will be multiplying here by 1 by EI for prismatic beams. For non-prismatic, it is the area of M by EI diagram. So 1 upon EI, guys. After that, bending moment is M, and into L by 2, this is the area. And when you are going to find out the distance from CG or centroid, so you know this distance from this is going to be 1 by 2 of L by 2. It is going to be L by 4. So my dear, it is going to be L by 4, and you will be having the answer to be, and obviously you know it is negative moment, so we will be putting minus M. So the answer is going to be minus ML square upon 8 EI. And my dear, there were 4 options. It is the MCQ. One option was like it is ML square upon 2 EI. One was ML square upon 16 EI. One was ML square upon EI, and the last option is ML square upon 8 EI. So you can see D is the correct option, my dear, for that. And now we are, guys, please like and share the session. We guys are giving you the correct answers. Yes, sir. One more question. One question is from MD. Then after that, sir, so one more question is there from brakes. Okay, guys, and this is the question from brakes we are having, and here we are having a hinge point. It was given like this, and there is a shoe brake question, and this is the figure for this. And my dear, one more thing I would like to say, that the radius is 260, and this distance, my dear, is 50. So if you remember, we have done these kind of derivation in the classes. The force is given as 1 kilonewton. So my dear, direction of rotation is also given, so the question become very easy. And you need to find out what is the braking torque here. So you know, when you are going for the free body diagram, first of all, when it is rotating like this, so you know that the forces will be coming. How the forces will be coming? The forces will be coming like a normal reaction force N here, and a friction force mu N here. Then my dear, after that, if you are going for the FBD of lever, here you will be applying N to be in this direction on lever, and mu N is acting on this direction on the drum. So here mu N will be coming in this direction, mu N. So it is a hinge point. You need to take the moment, summation moment 0 about this point. So summation moment about O to be 0. You know that this is creating clockwise or anti-clockwise? Clockwise. So I will be writing plus 1000, and these distances were also given as 500 mm here and 500 mm here. Okay, guys, so these are the data given to us. So my dear, when you're going for this 1000 and this is 500 to 500, if you want to write down it in mm only, you can put it mm. It is going to be 1000. This is in Newton now, and this is in mm. Yes, so this is creating now the N is creating anti-clockwise, so minus N into 500. At the same time, mu N is also creating anti-clockwise, so minus mu N into 50. Yes, so when we are going to have this, mu is also given to be 0.4. the value is known to us, so you will be getting, putting it equals to 0, you will be getting the value of N to be 2083 Newton. 2083 Newton. And my dear, you need to find out the braking torque. The formula is mu N R, and by putting the value, you will be getting 216.632 Newton meter. Okay, guys, so hope you are getting it. Yes, guys, now I am just giving the mic to Rishi sir for next question.
Hello, my dear friends. All the faculty at Gradeup are taking pain to give you the best result of all the questions which are there, my dear friend. Come on, share this information with all your friends, my dear friends. Come on, very fastly click the like button and don't forget to press the bell icon, my dear friend. Come on, यार, हम लोग यहाँ पे एफर्ट ले रहे हैं. आप लोग प्लीज थोड़ा सा शेयर कीजिए अपने फ्रेंड से, so that all those guys will be benefited, my dear friend, those who are writing in the afternoon session. Is it clear? So I would like to have just one question from strength of material, my dear friends, which is from simple stresses, and already in our class we have discussed about that simple stresses intermediate loading problem, my dear friend. So let me have just that question, please, my dear friends, very fastly. We'll just go through that questions also. We may expect one or two questions from simple stresses, my dear friend. So the question is, there is an axial bar which is given and loaded at different points. P point is fixed at Q point, R, S and T. So this is Q, R, S and T, my dear friends. Now you can see that there is a load of 25 kilonewton given at this point. There is a load of 20 kilonewton given at S. There is a load of 15 kilonewton given at R. And there is a load of 10 kilonewton given at this point, my dear friends. Is it clear? This is what the question, my dear friends. So they ask the question that what is the value of the maximum and the minimum stress? Maximum and minimum stress. So it is, I can call it as a jackpot question also, my dear friends. I can call it as a jackpot question. Without solving the complete problem, we can get the answer, my dear friends. Come on, cheer up very fastly. Share this information with your friends, my dear friend. Come on, यहाँ पे बहुत difference दिख रहा है, जितने लोग देख रहे हैं और like है. So please make it equal, my dear friends. Again, 100 likes are needed. Come on, cheer up, my dear friends. So from this we can very clearly understand that maximum stress will be on ST. Why? Because the direct loading of 25 kilonewton is acting here. So if I take a section at S, you see that ST is subjected to a maximum load of 25 kilonewton compared to all other sections. So this is also 25 kilonewton, my dear friends. So the maximum stress will be this one, and all other are subjected to lesser than 25. So if I take this is as ST, this will be RS. So leftover is only 5 kilonewton which is acting on RS. 5 kilonewton is acting on RS. And if I talk about QR is subjected to 20 kilonewton, my dear friends. 20 kilonewton. And PQ is subjected to 10 kilonewton, my dear friends. So you can see the loading here, because the reaction at P you are getting it as 10 kilonewton, my dear friend, if you see all this. So the maximum is ST and the minimum stress will be in RS. So no need to solve. Nobody is asking you how much is the maximum magnitude of the stress or minimum magnitude of the stress, and the options were given, my dear friends. From that itself we can understand very clearly the options were. Just I will tell you, my dear friends, about the options. The options were ST, PQ. A was ST and PQ. QR and PQ. QR and RS. ST and RS. Right? So the right answer to this question is D, my dear friend. ST is maximum and this is minimum. Come on, my dear friends, share this information with all your friends, because all the faculties at Gradeup are taking pain for you, my dear friend, to give you the best result of maximum questions which were there, my dear friend. Come on, cheer up. So I request Onkar sir to just have one question from production, my dear friends.
Hey dear students, again there is one question from this metal casting, and that question from the special casting techniques that we have, miscellaneous casting techniques. That's one of the miscellaneous casting technique is a centrifugal casting. Right? So again we have discussed many times this question, dear students, that is with this centrifugal casting technique, definitely the main and huge application for making of the cast iron pipes. So here they are again making the pipe of, say, outer diameter is given, inner diameter is given, right? So if you look at the data, so outer dimension D outer diameter is 250 millimeter. D inner is 230 millimeter. Okay, and they have given the G factor. Of course we are taking from 60 to 75 times G, so it is given 60 G. Okay, they have not mentioned about the G 9.81 or you can take 10, right? So here they are asking you to calculate the revolution of the mold. Okay, definitely we are going to calculate it. So dear students, you know that the formula, that is this centrifugal force is equal to mr omega square. We are equating with what? That is inertia force, that is mr omega square is equal to m into a, where we are getting this r. Very important thing, this r is d average divided by 2 into 2 pi n square is equal to this acceleration. So definitely here I am going to calculate the revolution in terms of the revolution per second. We can convert it into RPM, no any issue. So tell me what is D average here. So if you D average will be 250 plus this 230 divided by 2, how much it is? So it will be around average it is 240 millimeter. So only thing is that you have to take it into the meters, so it will be 0.240 meters, right? And if you put the value there, that is this 0.240 divided by 2 into bracket this 2 pi n whole square, that is 4 pi square into this unknown they are asking RPM is equal to this acceleration. How much they are giving the G factor? It is 60 G, right? So 60 multiply by, I will write 9.81. So tell me, please comment in the chat box, what is the answer you are getting here? What is the answer you are getting for this RPM of the mold? Okay, for producing this hollow pipe, outer diameter is given 250 and this inner diameter is given. Diameter is given, of course, it is 230. Okay, with this centrifugal casting technique. What is the answer? Okay, what is the answer? So this is I also asked in the previous gate examinations, right? So if you calculate, it will get it as 11.14 revolution per seconds, or you can convert it into RPM. It will be around 668.4 or 669 revolution per minute. Please check it out. Right now with me, dear students, yes, Balaji sir is here with some of the questions from the industrial engineering. He is going to discuss with you. Balaji sir.
Good afternoon to all my dear friends. How are you? One thing I want to say, we got very easy questions from industrial engineering. After discussing, you can able to know what easy it is. Once if you are going to have the basic information of industrial engineering, you can able to answer these things. Just you observe, even without calculator, you can able to solve this. Just you observe, my dear friends. So what the question it was given, I'm going to mention here. Just all of you listen carefully. Activities A, B, C, D are present in the critical path of a project. So what it was given? A, B, C, D. These four activities are present in a critical path of a PERT network. They said it is going to be a PERT network. The mean and variations of activities duration. Mean and variations of the activity duration means estimated time of activities, and variance of the activities are given in the table. So this project is going to follow normal distribution. That is a thing we already know, because times are going to follow beta distribution. Project is going to follow normal distribution. So they gave the as usual information. So what are the values that they gave? So just to observe, A activity activity duration was given as 6, B is 11, C is 8, D is going to be 15 days. So these are given in terms of days, my dear friends. Automatically you know that variance is going to be days square. And the variance values are given like this. A activity variance is 4, B activity variance is 9, C is 4, D is 9. Now we have to find out what is the probability that project completes in 40 days. Most of the students, what they think is, sir, we don't have the normal distribution table, how we have to solve it? Don't be panic. Once if you observe the question, you can able to get the clarity, my dear friends. You can able to get the clarity. So now you observe, sir, the critical path length is going to be the estimated time of it. Therefore, how much we are going to get? TE, project duration, we are going to represent as a capital T. So we are going to get this particular value as sum of these three. So that is going to be 6, 11, 8, 15. If you observe, the total is going to be 40. Sir, so we got TE is equal to 40, my dear friends. So we know that the project is going to follow normal distribution. So once if you are aware of, already you are aware of it, my dear friends. So this is going to represent the Z value, either or we can able to convert it into TE and mu value. So here it is going to be TE is equal to 40. But good thing is, once if you observe the normal distribution, it is going to be like this. Once if it is going, if T probability for TE is equal to 40, is going to be 50%. Direct question, by looking into it, we can able to say once if you add it. So therefore, how we can able to consider this particular answer? So the answer for this question is the probability of this one is 50%, my dear friends. So if they gave more than 40, means 42 days, 43 days, it will be greater than 40. Sorry, greater than 50%. If they gave 38 days or 36 days like this, then it is going to, the probability is going to be less than 50%. Is it clear? But fortunate thing is, we can able to get exactly TE value they gave. So 50% is the answer here, this particular data. So once if you observe this particular data is excess data. To confuse us only they gave. So no need of using this particular data. Yeah, I already said in my classes, from the industrial engineering, don't think that you are going to get very, very difficult questions. And we will can able to move on to the another question. We got it from the... We got that particular questions from the weighting lines. That is also a simple question. We got it, my dear friends. All of you read the question. Observe this. Yeah, just all of you, I am going to read the question, just carefully observe. Consider a single machine workstation to which jobs are arriving. Jobs are arriving to a system. Which system? Workstation. According to the Poisson distribution, so we are already aware of it. Arrivals are following Poisson as per the given as per the basic assumption only, the basic inventory weighting lines problem. So the Poisson distribution with a mean arrival rate of 12 jobs per minute. Therefore, they gave lambda is equal to 12 jobs per hour. 12 jobs per hour they gave. The processing time of each job on the workstation, the processing time means service time of each job on the workstation is going to follow exponential distribution. You are already aware of it. Service is going to follow. Service follows exponential. Okay, but what information was given? With a mean time of 4 minutes. With a mean time of 4 minutes. Remember, this is only the way you have to concentrate. Sir, service rate is given, it is mu, but it is given as service time, mean service time. Therefore, service time means 1 by mu value was given as 4 minutes. So how much it is? It was given as 4 minutes. Now what they are going to ask in the question, my dear friends, all of you carefully observe here. The expected number of jobs. Expected number of jobs means length of the system they are asking in the workstation. Expected number of jobs at any point of time. Therefore, length of the system they are asking. So how much is the number of elements or jobs are going to be present in the system? You know this, but only the thing is, it is 1 by mu is given. Then how to solve it, sir? Let us consider lambda was given as 12 jobs per hour. But whereas instead of mu, they gave it as 1 by mu. So 1 by mu was given as 4 minutes per job. 4 minutes per job, but we need mu. Therefore, mu is equal to 1 by 4 job per minute. Here, if you observe, my dear friend, if you observe, here it was given in hours, but we have in minutes. We need to convert this, then problem will be very easy. Then how we are going to get it? So therefore, mu is equal to 1 by 4 jobs per minute in order to get in the hour, we are going to multiply 60 and 60 in the numerator and denominator. So therefore, we are going to get it 4 ones are 4 15s are 4 ones are 4 15s are. Therefore, we are going to get 15 jobs per 60 minutes is nothing but hour. Now both are in the same units. Therefore, the length of the system, you are already aware of it, that is lambda divided by mu minus lambda. Lambda divided by mu minus lambda. Therefore, lambda is 12, mu is going to be 15 minus 12. That is equal to 12 by 3. 12 by 3 is equal to 4 jobs. Therefore, answer for this question is going to be 4. Is it clear to all of you, my dear friends? I hope you are already enjoyed this. Excellent, Pratik. Your answer is correct. It is 4. Lakshmi Narayana, I hope you want to type 4, but it was in the typing it is printed as 14. Your answers are correct, my dear friends. Good. So I observe what type of questions we are getting in this. So as per my knowledge, in industrial engineering, up to the questions what we got up to now, because I got 3 questions from it, all are simple and easy questions. Just you observe, previous question is 50%. By looking into it, we can able to give the answer. This one also very simple formulas are. Even in my class also, I gave this particular information to my friends. What I said, sir, if you are not aware of the formulas before moving into the exam, try to by heart it and write it on the scribbling pad, like length and waiting time of the queue as well as system. So I gave these 4 formulas. I hope you are already aware of it. Okay. Now let us consider one more question. We got it from the sequencing and scheduling, my dear friends. That is also very good and simple question. We got it from the sequencing and scheduling. So we can able to look into that. The processing times of jobs are given below. Processing times of jobs are given below. What are the jobs they gave? Jobs. So 1 second. So jobs are given as A to H, A, B, C, D. So these are the 6 jobs they gave, my dear friends. And these jobs are going to be processed on 2 machine n job problems it is. So 2 machines n job problem. First machine is turning machine. Turning machine. Second one was given as grinding machine. Grinding machine. Their processing times are given like this. For A job, it is going to be 2 and 4. B job, it is going to be 4 and 1. C job is 8, 3. And D job was given as 9, 7. 7, 9, 6, 5. G is going to be 5, 2. H is going to be 10, 4. 10, 4. Now they are asking the sequence. So the options are also given, my dear friends. So in order to minimize the make span, so minimize the make span. Make span. Minimization. What is the sequence of the jobs to be performed? What is the sequence of the jobs to be performed? Yeah. Yes, that is correct, my dear friends. That is correct. What you are giving, that is correct. So what it is given, we have to find out the sequence. Very simple. So 4 options are given. So I will give those 4 options also. All of you carefully observe. In the next table, I am going to give those 4 options. After that, getting the answer, we will verify which one is going to be the correct one among them. So option A was given as A, D, E, F, H, C, G, B. And option B was given as G, E, D,
F H C A B. And next one, option C was given as A E D F H C G B, and D is B G C H F D E A. We'll check it out. First, after getting the answer, we'll check out which one is going to be the correct one among these. So, now, so which rule we have to apply? We have to apply the Johnson's rule, my dear friends. We have to apply the Johnson's rule. Johnson's rule. So while doing the order, first of all we have to choose minimum processing time among the given values. Minimum processing time among the given values. What is the minimum processing times? So among these, this is going to be the minimum processing time. This is there for the B job, but it is not there for the first machine, it is there for the second machine. So we have to give the least preference in the sequence, so we have to keep it at the end. So the last job is going to be B. Now next, what is the next minimum? 2, sir, but it is there at 2 places. It is there at 2 places, but fortunate here it is one is there for the first job, another is there for the second job. So therefore, what I have to do, sir? Very simple. A, we have to give the highest priority, whereas G, we have to give the least priority in the sequence. So in the available places, we have to keep it here. Clear, my dear friends? Next minimum is 3. We are already there. So 3 is there for the job C. 3 is there for the job C, but it is there for the machine 2. So we have to give place at the end. Now the next minimum is going to be for, it is for job H and is also for the second machine. So we have to keep on the right side place. We have to keep at the right side place. Good, sir. Now next minimum is 5. This is there for the job F, so we are going to keep here. Sir, now there is a big problem for us. Sir, 7 is there here. Which one I have to choose it? Which one I have to choose it, sir? So if you choose this one, it is there for the first machine, therefore E here. It is for the second machine only, it is left is D. Now all of you observe, my dear friends. A, E, D. Just you observe here. 1 second. What we got? So D is there for the second machine. A, E, D. A, E, D here. So by looking into it, we can able to say. Now remaining also we'll check it out. F, H, C. F, H, C. Next one is GB. Next one is GB. So here also coincide. Therefore for this answer is C. So for this answer is C. With a simple, by knowing minimum and maximum, and by choosing first machine or second machine, we can able to get this. So these are the 3 questions we got it from the industrial engineering up to now. With the remaining questions again, I will join with you, my dear friends. Now I am handing the mic to Chandrasekhar sir. Enjoy the session. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone. Are you guys enjoying the session? So we are here to discuss the question as soon as we get the questions. We are going to discuss mathematics question will also be discussed over here only. So guys, stay tuned and share the session with everyone so that everyone gets benefited. I am here with the FM question. One more question I received from the students from FM, that is impact of jet. The question is from impact of jet, and that was clubbed with engineering mechanics. So that is the surprising element. Every time you will find the question not directly asked, but it is clubbed. One question from one subject is clubbed with some other subject. That is how they generally do. They ask. So there was a circular plate and a jet was striking on the plate, coming with velocity v, and after striking it is deflected in radially outward direction, and then this disc was attached with a spring having the stiffness K, that is K was given as 1, the value of stiffness is 1, and the deflection was given as 1 centimeter, the diameter of the jet was given as 1 centimeter. So the question was asked, what should be the value of the velocity? What should be the value of the velocity? So it is very simple question. You should apply the momentum equation. It is from the momentum equation actually. The question is from the momentum equation. Just apply the momentum equation in normal direction. So this force you are getting from the momentum equation will be equal to the force exerted on the spring, and the force exerted on the spring will be K into X. So I will suggest you all not to solve the question or not to put the value at the first place. Try to double the expression, so it will save your time, and you can easily put the calculation in the last. So if you write the force exerted on the plate, circular plate, the diameter on the plate, then we can say mass of the fluid striking the plate per second is rho AV into change in velocity in normal direction, that is V minus 0. That should be equal to K into X. That should be the expression. The question is to find out V. So we can say rho into A into V square is equal to K into X, and the velocity will be equal to under root of Kx by rho into A, and area will be equal to pi by 4 d square. So we can say under root of 4kx upon rho into pi into d square. If you put the value, can you find out the answer? What should be the velocity? The velocity you will obtain in meter per second if you put all the terms in their SI units. If we put the values, then 4, the stiffness is 1, and x is 1 centimeter. The deflection is 1 centimeter, so 0.01. Divide by rho is 10 to the power 3 into pi into d square, that is 0.01 whole square. You can solve it. Very easy. So it will be, what is the answer? Please write in the comment section. It will be 2 upon under root of 10 pi, isn't it? So the answer to this question will be 0.357 meter per second. Are you getting 0.357 meter per second or not? All right. So guys, I am giving the mic to the Vikas sir, and he is going to discuss some more questions.
Well, thank you, Chandrasekhar. Thank you, sir. Well, that is a very nice session going on. So, my dear students, first of all, those who have joined me for this session, please like and share the session. Come on, everyone. Yes. Are you enjoying this session, my dear students? So this question, my dear, have you noticed this question? The same type of question I have discussed in the one of the most expected question fluid mechanics part, right? In that also I have solved one question on hydraulic turbines. In that question also the hydraulic turbines was one spring was attached at the exit of the jet, exit of a blade, and we have to find the stiffness. So this same type of question we have already solved. Now I would like to present some major highlights here, my dear students. One second. Yeah. Second. So those who have their paper in the second shift, my dear, you must be waiting for the highlights of the session, because as you know, my dear student, as the information that I have got from some of the students who have got for their examination, and also one important update given by Shivam Gupta sir, he told me that, my dear students, that there was only one MSQ question. Yes, one important update. There were no MSQ question in the technical, but there was only one MSQ question from aptitude. All the aptitude questions were very, very easy, my dear students. One second. Please call.
Slide number चाहिए क्या?
No, refresh. Yeah. So, my dear student, the major update that I have got, my dear, is the paper was easy, aptitude was easy, but mathematics question were quite tough, and also the question were tough from production little bit and engineering mechanics. But apart from that, the paper level was easy to moderate. Okay, my dear students. Also, there were 7 questions from thermal. We can say total there were 7 questions. Okay. So, my dear student, I would like to put some major highlights that I would like to present in front of you, my dear students. So, if you see from theory of machine and vibration part, from theory of machine and vibration, the MSQ questions were, the number of MSQ questions, we can say the MCQ question were 3, the number of NAT question were 3, and total question was 6. So we can say the difficulty level were difficult for the subject of theory of machine and vibration. So what were the difficult part or difficult subjects? So manufacturing, again, it was the difficulty level, we can say it was difficult questions were there from manufacturing and theory of machine, and also from industrial, we can say. So these were difficult. So these were difficult part, the machine design. So design part, industrial part, manufacturing and theory of machine vibration, their question were a little bit difficult. Okay. All right, my dear students. One more thing. Let's talk about thermodynamics and application. As you were asking, there were 5 MCQ questions and 4 NAT questions. So total there were 9 questions, and the paper level was moderate from thermodynamics and application. So my dear, whatever time you are left with so far, please do the revision of the important formula. Those who have got their paper in the second shift, please revise the important formulas. Please revise the important concept from the thermodynamics and applied part, and also from fluid mechanics. You can see there were 3 questions, 3 NAT, and total 3 questions, and paper level was easy for fluid mechanics part. Okay. Yeah, mathematics was tough. Mathematics questions were a little bit tough, we can say, but aptitude was easy. So you would be easily score in the aptitude part, but please be careful that aptitude was easy. It contains 15 marks, my dear, 15 marks in the aptitude. So my dear students, please go do your aptitude well. Okay. One more important thing, that from engineering mathematics, it was moderate, as I have already told you that, and mechanics questions were easy, as I have mentioned here. Okay, so this is a major highlight. Okay, now those who are asking, sir, what should be the safe score, my dear? If you are getting 75 plus marks, then definitely you will be having a chance for getting into the PSU. You will be getting a call from PSU. But if you are having 65 plus marks, you can get some top IITs, okay, and top NITs for your masters. Okay, so that based on the difficulty level, we can say paper was easy and moderate. And if you are having 75 plus marks, you are definitely going to get a call from the PSUs. All right, clear everyone? Now let me just discuss few questions that I have got from thermodynamics. One question from thermodynamics, you can't believe it was a question from thermodynamic relation, my dear. So one question from thermodynamics was question, let's say one question was, the question I would like to discuss with you is, the fundamental thermodynamic relation was, the fundamental thermodynamic relation is, so Maxwell equation, I have told you a shortcut for that. Do you remember it? Yes. For the fundamental thermodynamic relation was given, that is du is equal to, one second. The question was du is equal to, one second. Yeah. du is equal to TdS plus tau dL. So this was the equation given for the fundamental equation for a rubber band, and in this equation they have given this T is the absolute temperature. T stands for absolute temperature. Okay. Tau is the surface tension. You have to identify the correct Maxwell equation or correct relation for that. Tau is the surface tension. There were 4 options which were given here. The option number A was dt by dl over S is equal to d tau by ds. Okay, d tau by ds L. Okay, the second part was tau is equal to du by ds at constant L. C option was dt by ds at L is equal to d tau by dl, sorry, du, sorry, this is du, my dear. So du by dl, and this was s. All right, and the last option was, last option, this is also du. The last option, option number D, was tau is equal to du by ds at tau. So my dear student, this was the question from thermodynamic relation. Now, can you tell me what is the answer? I have taught you how to, if this type of question comes, this type of question comes from Maxwell relation, how to solve this type of questions. Yes, you have to just identify the equation for exact differential dz is equal to m dx plus n dy. Okay, so this will be simply dm by dy at x is equal to dn by dx at y. So you have to just match this type of equation. This is t ds is equal to tau dl. So you just, if you match this, the right answer will be option A. Okay, sorry, this will be, one second. This is t and this is also t. Okay, so the right answer will be what? Can you tell me? This is t ds. So that will be dt by dl at s will be equal to d tau by ds at L. So the answer will be option A for this question. Clear, everyone? Yes, tell me. This is the answer. The answer will be option A for this question. Akash Rana, you are giving option B. My dear, this is the answer. Answer will be option A for this question. This you can see. D tau by dl at x will be equal to d tau by dt by dl at s is equal to d tau by ds at L. Next question, one more question I would like to discuss is, next question that I would like to discuss is this. One second. Yeah. In which combination, in which pair of cycles given, we have at least one isothermal process, okay? So this question was given. So there were different pairs were given in this question. That is, A was Carnot and Stirling. Okay. B was Otto and Diesel. These were the type of options, Otto and Diesel. Okay, clear? Next was option number C. That was I think Rankine and Brayton. Yeah, Rankine and Brayton. Okay, so these were the types of options which came in the exam. And so what will be the right answer for this question? Can you tell me? Yes, everyone. A will be correct, because Carnot cycle contains two isothermal process, isothermal process in Carnot cycle and two isentropic process. Okay, so two isothermal and two isentropic. In Carnot cycle, you all know that. And in the Stirling cycle we are having, two isothermal and two constant volume. Okay, two constant volume. So now other faculties will also come, my dear students, and they will be discussing their part of questions which they have got. One more thing, as given by this, that MSc questions were not there in the technical, and there was only one aptitude, one question in the aptitude, as told by one of the students that one question was there in aptitude, that was MSq question. Okay, but although MSc aptitude part was easy, right? So my dear students, all the best, those who are having the paper in the second shift. Okay, please revise the important subjects like thermodynamics, and we can also say thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, and the other subject which were quite easy. If you see the subjects of manufacturing question were a little bit tough, and theory of machine also a little bit tough. As you can, the paper level was difficult in that, and also design part. So those in which you can say difficulty level was a little bit difficult. What you can do is you can revise some important formulas from that, but please focus on whatever subjects you are strong. Okay, so like thermal and FM part or design part or whatever part you are strong, you can just focus on those part. Okay, so now Rakesh Taleja sir will come and he will discuss some aptitude questions, right? Mathematics question, aptitude question. Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys. So you're looking for maths, definitely. So no, till the point that I've got the questions, I don't see any difficulty in the maths as of now. Maybe a few more questions will come and then we can decide. एक question में पहले करा के गया था, that was one of the easiest, that is the limit question, and because short questions are easy to get in the memory based. तो जो memory based आता गया है, so I have 2 more questions of maths with me. So let us discuss that maths question. Come on, everyone. Okay, do like the session. Keep liking the session. Don't forget that. Okay. Alright guys, so what is one of the mathematics question that I have received? It's based on, okay, no MSQ. Many students are telling no MSQ in aptitude also. Great, yeah. So it's memory based collection. Some say there is question, many are telling it's not there. Okay guys, so there is a question. Please let me have a note of this. There is a curve. Okay, the curve f of x is equal to x square minus 2x plus 2, and that becomes parallel to the line joining, the points f of 1 and f of 2. Okay, what is the value of x? Question mein hai. Then the value of x for which fx becomes parallel to line. The value of x for which the fx become parallel to the line is dash. Yes, is dash. Yeah, Subhadeep, aptitude, I'll come up with aptitude questions also. Aptitude, I've got 2-3 questions, but that was very easy till the analysis till now. This is a maths question, guys. So what you're going to apply here, okay, this is actually indirectly on the Lagrange's mean value theorem, or even if you don't apply the Lagrange's mean value theorem, you know the basics of curves, and also you'll be able to solve it directly also without the help of any theorem. Yeah, correct, Subhadeep. Correct, yes, correct answer. Yes, that's the correct answer. See, the curve becomes parallel to the line joining the points f1 and f2. Okay, so let us start first by making the points completely in the coordinate system. This is the x square minus 2x plus 2. So what is going to be the f1? At x equal to 1, it is the 1 minus 2 plus 2, and that is equal to 1. And then f of 3, right? The next point that is given to you is the f of 3. F of 3 it is, guys. The data is f of 3. It is f of 3. F of 3 it is, right? Okay. So what it is, f of 3 is equal to, now 3 square minus 2 into 3 plus 2, that becomes how much? 9 minus 6 plus 2, so that should be equal to the 5. So what are the actual point, guys? The actual points are equal to x equal to 1 per the function is 1, so I have the 1 comma 1 point, and at the x equal to 3 the function is equal to 5, that is 3 comma 5. Suppose this is the point A and this is the point B. So what is the slope? What is the slope of the straight line AB? And everyone knows it is given by the y2 minus y1 divided by the x2 minus x1, and that is equal to 2, 4 by 2. Okay, that is equal to the 2. Okay, that is equal to 2. Okay. All right, yes, that is equal to the 2. Now, if that is equal to 2, we need, for what value of f, fx becomes parallel. Okay, now parallel means equal slopes. Okay, equal slopes. Okay, now how do you calculate the slope at any point of fx? Okay, how do you calculate slope at any point of a curve? Slope at any point of a curve will be given by the value of the derivative of the curve at that point, f dash x. Okay, so what is the f dash x, guys? X square differentiation 2x, then minus 2x differentiation is minus 2, and just you have to do 2x minus 2 is equal to 2. Okay, equate the slopes, and x is equal to 4 by 2, and that is equal to 2. Okay, that is equal to 2. All right. That is a simple one. Or you can take the Lagrange's mean value theorem, but no need to go for any Lagrange's mean value theorem. It is simply solved by the concept of slope only. Okay, simply solve on the concept of slope only. Okay. All right, Ujjwal. Yes, I'll share your number with the course team and with the support team. They will contact you regarding the course. Yes, the new courses are starting on 15th of Feb. So definitely the Gradeup team will contact you. Guys, this is one question. Again, this is a very simple question, very logical question. Matlab, I'm telling repeatedly that LMVT is also not required. And then there is one differential equation question. There is a differential equation question. Okay, sine of x dy by dx plus cos x into y equal to 1 plus the cos x into y equal to 1. Okay, given that it's given with some conditions, given that y pi by 2 is pi by 2, all such questions we have solved in the class. What is the value of y pi by 6? Correct, y pi by 6 पूछ रहे. Yes, anyone answer for this क्या? कोई इसको निकाल के है? Yes guys, anyone answer for this? Okay, can I expect any answer, those who have solved this question? Differential equation question, what it is? What type of differential equation it will be? What type of differential equation it will be? If I divide by sine x, then what is going to happen? If I just divide by the sine x dy by dx, just divide by sine, so you get the cos x divided by sine x into y is equal to the 1 by sine x, or the dy by dx plus cos upon sine is what? Cot x into y is equal to 1 upon sine, that is the cosec x. Okay, what form it is? Can you at least say the answer? Very good guys, Patel, Solius, Harish Shankar, Akash, so you have done the good effort. It is the pi by 3. Yes, it is the pi by 3. Rohan also correct answer, pi by 3. So what form it is actually, dear students? This is of the form dy by dx plus py equal to q. Linear differential equation of first order. First order linear differential equation it is, guys. And to solve this first order linear differential equation, first of all, what is the thing that you're going to calculate is the integrating factor that is given by the e power integral p dx, and that is given by e power p. Now p ka value kitna dekha humne, that is the cot x. What was the value of p that we have seen? Okay, that is the cot x. Okay, and now what is the integral of the cot x? Guys, you should remember that basic formula, basic integral differential formula, and the value of the integral of cot x is equal to log of sine x. Rajan Kumar also correct answer. And exponential and log being inverse of each other cancel, and the integrated factor is sine x. So what is the solution of this? Solution of the linear differential equation first order is given by y into integrating factor is equal to integral q if dx plus the constant of integration. Okay, y into sine x is equal to integral q. Now what is the value of q? Cosec, that is 1 upon sine. And the integrating factor is sine, so they are inverse of each other, so they cancel each other. Okay, these terms are cancelled, cosec and sine, and hence you are left with integral of dx that is equal to x plus c. Okay, so this is the solution, y sine x equal to x plus c. No need to write down y in terms of x, because they are not asking you what? They are not asking you the function of y, they are asking you what is some numerical type question. They have given y pi by 2 equal to pi by 2. What is the value of y pi by 6? Okay, now let us use that y of pi by 2 is equal to pi by 2. So pi by 2 sin x sin pi by 2 is equal to x plus c. X की जगह भी pi by 2 रख दिया. Okay, and the sin pi by 2 is 1. Okay, solving this, c का value कितना आ गया? 0, because sin pi by 2 1, pi by 2 cancelled, c equal to 0. And if the c is equal to 0, I have y sin x is equal to x. That is the answer. Okay, if they are asking the expression for y, so y is equal to x cosec x. If they are asking the expression, suppose if they are asking the expression, so I can write y is equal to x cosec x. Okay, but I need the value of y at x equal to pi by 6. Okay, so y sin pi by 6 equal to pi by 6. Everyone knows what is the value of sin pi by 6. Sin pi by 6 bole to sin 30 degree. Sin 30 degree is half. So y into half is pi by 6, and hence the value of y is the pi by 3. The value of y is the pi by 3. That's it. The value of y is the pi by 3. Numerically इसको calculate करेंगे तो approximately 1.05. Approximately somewhere around 1.05 you can put down the answer for this. you can put down the answer for this approximately. All right, yes, so that was one question directly from the differential equation. Okay, so yeah, I've got, we have discussed 3 questions of maths and many more to come up. We are waiting for the questions. All this is memory based. And now Suraj sir is also back live discussing some more questions, some more important questions. Okay guys, so I'll come back as soon as I receive more maths question. Aptitude ka bhi ek do aaya, but aptitude is pretty easy. So we are focusing more on the technical and maths area first.
Yes, exactly. So I hope so. Very good afternoon all of you. यार बहुत ही मजा आ रहा है और देखो पेपर का लेवल, if you see the level of paper, it's easy to moderate. ठीक है, तो we are having one Vikas sir with us. He will be announcing one very important announcement. Sir,
yeah. So yes, hi dear students. One thing I have to tell you that just now I told you the highlights of the session of shift 1, and one important there was one confusion. There was no MSQ question, my dear, and there was one question in the verbal part of the aptitude, general aptitude. In that there was like engineering services, we are having the answers like 1, 2 are correct, 1, 2 and 3 are correct. So this type of question came in the reason in this aptitude part, but that was not MSQ question. So there were no MSQ questions, so don't need to worry. In the first shift there were no MSQ question as such, okay, and the paper level was easy to moderate. All right, clear everyone? So those who are having the paper in the second shift, although it is not going, even if it is having, if you are having 2 MSQ questions or 3 MSQ questions in your paper, that doesn't mean the paper becomes difficult for you, okay? But yes, in shift 1 there were no MSQ questions, but there was one question which was having multiple answers.
Exactly.
Okay, like 1, 2 are correct, 1, 2 and 3 are correct. This type of question came in aptitude part. Okay.
So very important, like there were no MSQ. Fine, this is the major highlight of the morning session, and you can see this same pattern because if you see other branches like EC or electrical or civil or we can say your IT, fine. So we were having almost same pattern will be repeated in the afternoon session also. We can expect same pattern, but it's not sure. Like there will be 0 MSQ. There will be possibility that you can get 1 or 2 MSQ.
Yeah.
So it's all we can say what do you want to say? This we cannot predict. It's unpredictable.
Unpredictable. Because
exactly.
As you were also expecting, sir, how MSQ question will there be more MSQ question? See, there are no MSQ question shift 1. So, but maybe in your shift there can be 2 or 3 MSQ question also. But that doesn't mean the paper will become difficult. Okay, so be patient, and whatever preparation you have done for in shift 2 paper, please just be confident and give your paper.
Because it's all, when we were seeing the question paper, when we received the questions, what we have seen that the question level are moderate. It's purely conceptual based. It's purely concept. If you are strong at your concept, nobody will be there to stop you to going into the PSU. So for this, let us start with the heat transfer questions, and soon. Yes, thank you, Vikas.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, and all the very best.
We'll be starting with the heat transfer questions, and if you see, heat transfer questions were very easy. So this is one question which I received from one of our students only. Infinite long pin fin is attached to an isothermal surface. The heat transfer through pin fin is Q1. If the thermal conductivity of the fin is doubled, you are doubling the K value. The K value, that means your K2 is equal to 2 times of K1. The question is, what is the ratio of Q2 by Q1? So easy question. When we were discussing about in the mock test also, we have solved this type of problems. It's directly direct formula based. We know that Q of fin, what is the Q of fin? It's directly proportional to it, or we can see, if I write the formula for you guys, it is equal to Q fin, and it is infinitely long fin, so no need to worry. That will be under root PHKA T0 minus T infinity. Fine. So we can directly say Q of fin is directly proportional to under root of K. Fine. Simple logical base. So what will be the answer? I need response from all of you guys. The conductivity, you are doubling your K. K2 is equal to 2 of K1. So what we have seen, the final ratio of Q2 by Q1 will be equal to root 2. That means your heat transfer will be increased by root 2 times. So make sure this paper was very easy, my dear friend. Strong concept, easy paper. If you are weak in your concept, you will be feeling that the paper was very difficult. Okay? Fine. Chaliye, next question. Let's go with the next question. And our next question is, from the radiation topic, we have solved n number of questions from shape factor. I told you in shape factor you will be expecting 1 or 2 questions, and there it is. Fine, easy problem. The question is, we are having a cube and we are having a sphere. Okay, we are having a cube. Fine. And inside the cube, we are having a sphere. The question is, what is the cell shape factor of this cube? F22. You have to calculate F22, my dear friend. F22. Tell me, what is the answer? Quick response. I told you. Radiation heat transfer shape factor. एक क्वेश्चन तो आएगा ही आएगा. ये रहा वो क्वेश्चन. Quickly. देखो. F11 equal to F11 equal to 0. F12 is equal to 1. Fine. We can use reciprocity theorem to get the value of F21. So F21 is equal to A1 by A2. A1 by A2. So you will be getting approximately pi by 54. Fine. Is this clear? So next, use summation rule. F21 plus F22 is equal to 1. So finally you got F22 as 0.94. Fine. You got the shell shape factor of this. We can say exactly. Very good. Easy question था यार, बहुत easy question था. Simple आपका shape factor का. ठीक है? So let's solve one engineering mechanics question which we have received from one of our students. So let's see one question from engineering mechanics. Before that, let me highlight very important point. We have launched Vision 2022, and from tomorrow onwards, the starting new batch will be started on 15th of Feb. So make sure all of you are getting this information, very important information. We'll be having more than 950 plus of live arts classes, practice question. This is a main important, because if you see, all these questions has been discussed by entire Gradeup team in their paid courses or in the YouTube classes or the app free classes. All these same pattern questions were discussed. Okay, we're having mock tests along with this, and we'll be having their subject-wise study notes. One more thing I'd like to discuss is this year Gradeup is giving you the workbook to practice questions. Okay, because many students told, sir, Gradeup is not providing us questions. Now here it is. You will be getting the workbook for the entire subject-wise, and it is, I would rather say, more than 2,000 questions are there. Fine, more than 2,000 questions are basically there individually, level 1, level 2, some, because you see 1 marks question is also coming, 2 marks is also coming from individual subjects. So we have bifurcated 1 and 2 marks. ठीक है? चलिए. So let's solve the other question. इसको exit 116. ये रहा. So next question from engineering mechanics, very easy question, very basic. I told you when you were discussing engineering mechanics, Lami's theorem का question आता ही आता है. ये आपके सामने question, Lami's theorem का question है. Fine, easy question है. What they are asking? They are asking what is the reaction at the point of contact between the spheres. What is the reaction between the two spheres? These are identical two spheres having radius of 125 mm and each having a weight of 100 Newton. Each having a weight of 100 Newton. Simple question है, Lami's theorem लगाएंगे और हम ये निकालेंगे अपना reaction. So if you take any one sphere, will be having weight. Let us say this is R4. I'm taking this as R4, which is not required. Fine. This is R4. Fine. And we are having this as R1, and this is theta. Now first basic important thing is we need to calculate the value of theta. Theta कैसे निकालेंगे? आपको ये distance given है. This entire distance is, I think it's given as 400 mm. ठीक है, तो आप ये डिस्टेंस आराम से निकालोगे. यू विल बी गेटिंग दिस डिस्टेंस एट 250 बिकॉज ईच इज हैविंग अ रेडियस ऑफ 125 mm. ठीक है, सो 400 माइनस 250. आप थीटा निकालोगे. थीटा कैसे निकालेंगे? थीटा इज इक्वल टू, यू कैन टेक cos थीटा, cos इनवर्स 150 by 250. फाइन, यू विल बी गेटिंग अप्रोक्सीमेटली 53.13 आपको थीटा आ जाएगा. उसके बाद तो भाई बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन है. R1 निकालना है. R1 sin थीटा इज इक्वल टू W. सो फ्रॉम दिस यू विल बी गेटिंग R1 एग्जैक्टली इक्वल टू 125 न्यूटन. ठीक है, तो आपका आंसर आएगा इसमें, रिएक्शन बिटवीन द टू स्फीयर्स विल बी 125 न्यूटन. फाइन, बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन था. एंड फॉर दिस प्लीज हिट लाइक एंड शेयर दिस वीडियो टू ऑल ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स. एक और क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हैं. थ्योरी मशीन का क्वेश्चन है. थ्योरी मशीन का क्वेश्चन है हमारा 6. चलिए एक और क्वेश्चन करते हैं हमारा थ्योरी मशीन का क्वेश्चन. क्यों थ्योरी कुछ बहुत लोग बोल रहे थे कि थ्योरी मशीन्स बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. यार डिफिकल्ट तो है, जिन्होंने पढ़ा नहीं है उनको डिफिकल्ट लगेगा, जिनको पढ़ा है उनका कंसेप्ट स्ट्रॉन्ग है उनको बहुत इजी लगेगा. सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. क्वेश्चन में ये पूछा है 3 cycles, the amplitude ratios are given for the 3 consecutive cycles, having a ratio of 8 mm to 1.5 mm. Calculate the damping factor. भाई बहुत easy question है. इसमें आपको क्या दे रखा है? x0 is given. x0 is given as your 8 mm. Okay. 3 cycle के बाद मतलब what will be the value? It will be x3. So this is 1.5 mm. So directly they are giving x0 by x3 is equal to 8 by 1.5. So I can write this as x0 by x1 into x1 by x2 into x2 by x3. ठीक है, fine. This is equal to 8 by 1.5 and this can be written as सबका ratio होता है constant. This is equal to e to the power 3 delta, that is 8 by 1.5. यहाँ से आप delta निकालोगे, you will be getting approximately the value of delta will be 0.5579, and you can use the direct formulation 2 pi damping factor divided by under root of 1 minus damping factor square is equal to delta. So when you solve it, you will be getting the value of damping factor to be 0.0885. ठीक है, approximately इतनी वैल्यू आएगी. फाइन. सो आई सपोज ये क्वेश्चंस में कुछ आपको बेसिक आइडिया लगा होगा कि भाई क्वेश्चंस कैसे थे, कैसे आपके हीट ट्रांसफर के हो या थ्योरी मशीन्स हो, इंजीनियरिंग मैकेनिक्स हो. सिंपल क्वेश्चन था. फाइन सर, मुझे ग्रेड अप से बहुत मिला एग्जाम में. थैंक्स सर जी, थैंक यू फॉर दैट आरती. क्योंकि देखो मैंने आपको बोला था जितने क्वेश्चन अपने मॉक टेस्ट में किए, जितने फैकल्टीज ने कॉन्स्टेंटली देवर गिविंग देयर सपोर्ट, चाहे वो ऐप पे हो या यूट्यूब पे हो या पेड कोर्सेज पे हो, जितने क्वेश्चन जितने कंसेप्ट है, अगर आपने सीरियसली अटेंड किया है वो सब सेशंस, डेफिनेटली यू माइट हैव एक्सपेक्ट दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. ओके, तो इसी बात में अपना माइक अब देता हूं धीरज सर को, तो वो कुछ और क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे हमारे साथ. लीजिए सर.
Yes guys, so as you know we were discussing a lot of type of questions from all the subjects, and whatever the type we have discussed, the similar type have been seen in the exam, and I already told you that sometimes they are also asking from the questions from the like loading unloading diagram. So I am sharing one question over the loading unloading diagram now. So loading unloading diagram, there was a question and they have given stress strain diagram like this and like this, and they have mentioned this stress to be 200 MPa, and at the same time they have given the value this to be 0.001 and this to be 0.003, and they have just asked what is the elastic and what is the plastic strain from here. And you know, whenever you are going to load up to this point and then you are going to unload, this and this line are going to be parallel, and you know that whatever the strain remained with the material is going to be the plastic one, and obviously whatever is recovered, it is known as elastic recovery, or in case of bending it is also known as spring back effect. So it is going to be elastic strain. So my dear, very easy question. You can see the plastic strain is going to be 0.001 and elastic strain, if you want to find out, is going to be 0.002. So this is how you can solve this type of question. And one more question I would like to say, as we have discussed about the design of spring, I taught you that in the Halla Pole series also. So a question is there from the like shear stress distribution is shown, and the shear stress distribution is shown like this. They have given it in this format. They have shown it in this way. They have made there some value, and then this is the center they have shown, and there some value they have shown, and they have made it like this, and they have just asked what are the distribution. What we have shown is either they for the direct shear stress or they are for indirect shear stress coming because of twisting moment, or it is going to be, yes, plastic. Yes, Ramesh, but it was from plastic elastic. We have seen that. Yes, very good guys. So guys, quickly like and share the session. So this was a question where it was asked that what is this? Basically 4 options were given. First option was related to that it is a shear stress distribution because of direct force. Second is it is shear stress distribution because of twisting couple, and C was it is the combined effect. Okay guys, it is the combined effect. Yes, and the fourth one was it is the effect of basically eccentric loading. So eccentric load. So my dear, if you say this is the shear stress distribution because of the combined effect, because you know that as the at center stress is not 0, when we are going for direct shear stress distribution, it was coming like this. It was coming like this, and for twisting couple it was coming differently. So this was because of direct shear, if you remember, and for twisting moment it is going to be like this. So if we take the summation of these two, then you will be having this. So it is going to be the combined effect. Hope you guys are getting it. Yes. Very good, very good, very good. Yes, fine. So guys, one more question is there, as we are going to have one more question is there, basically that is from center line average, and in center line average they have given the diagram like this they have given, and you can see there are 4 areas, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and they have given the value of this to be +1, this to be -1, and here L by 4, L by 4, L by 4 and L by 4. So my dear, they have asked about the center line average. They have asked about the center line average for this question, and in micros the answer have been asked. This is +1, this is -1, and you can see whenever I told you that you need to just take the summation of positive, summation of negative. The values were given like this. It is y1, it is mentioned to be y2, it is mentioned to be y3, it is mentioned to be y4. So for that, you need to take the summation of those 4 heights divided by, you can see L by 4, L by 4, L by 4, L by 4, as there are 2 peaks and 2 valleys, like kind of this thing is given. So you will be having this summation of A plus summation of B divided by N, or you can say it can also be written as y1 plus y2, okay, and plus y3 plus y4. But yes, you need to take the summation of the values, not by taking the signs, and the number of these are 4. So you can see you will be putting 1, 1, 1, 1. So obviously it is going to be 4. Yes, this is one value. Second, 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 1, 2, and you'll be dividing it by 4. So you'll be getting the answer for this question. And one last question from my side, and after that we will move to the next part. I will be inviting some other faculties. Harshit sir is waiting for that. So let us see, guys. Now let us see the next question. So there is a question that is basically related to conical bar, and they have asked about the elongation in the bar, and you know that if it is a conical bar, it is already mentioned that the height of this is going to be h. So height was given to be h, and they have given this radius is going to be r, as this is the cross section here mentioned r, and they have asked about the deformation under the self weight. Under self weight, you need to find out the deformation for this. Okay, so guys, when we are going to find out that, we need to take a small section. So we will be having a small bar, and this small bar, let us assume it at a radius of small r, and it is having a length of dx, let us say. So guys, when we are going to have this, you can make this small section separately, and on this we will be assuming the weight of this part to be acting. Let us say this is force at section xx, we can assume, and I have taken this small bar at a distance of x. So my dear, we have done this in the classes also, and if you are having this pxx is nothing but the weight of ABC part. So weight of ABC is going to be m into g, and m can be written as rho into volume into g. So here volume, you never put a into x. This is for cylindrical only. So you will be putting the value rho volume for the cone is going to be 1 by 3. It is going to be pi r square x into g. This is going to be the weight, and for this small bar of dx length, you can find out the deformation to be equals to, it is going to be integration pdx over, yes, pdx over a. Yes, a is at section xx only. E is constant because it is having a same material throughout. So you will be putting p at section xx, integrating from 0 to L. When you will be doing this integration, you will be having rho into 1 by 3 pi r square into x into g. As you know, r is variable, so when you will be putting here, but area is pi r square because area is at that instant at that section only. This is r, so pi r square. So this r square will get cancelled out, and it is having dx. So you'll be integrating with respect to x. 0 to L is the integration. So you'll be having here, I feel, one rho g by 3, and here it is e also. So rho g by 3e is common. You will be having integration of x to be x square by 2, and it is from 0 to L. You are going to have rho g L square by 6e. Then my dear, one question is there for which you need to find out basically directrix, generatrix were given, like it was given like a circle and a straight line. So then you will be making from this, you can very well see, we have done this classes in the series, that you will be getting the cylindrical surface. Yes, okay. Okay, so guys, this is something you are going to have cylinder for this. So now I feel if you say about the paper level, my dear, except 2 to 3 questions from theory of machines, all other things were very easy, if you say. So guys, you can very easily do these kind of question. You can say all questions were easy except 2 to 3 theory of machines questions were difficult. So guys, one more question I am going to show you. That is the last question from theory of machines I am showing you, and then we are going to move further. So by the way, this is the question. Basically, consider a reciprocating engine with crank radius r, connecting rod length L. The secondary unbalanced force for this case is equivalent to primary unbalanced force due to virtual crank. If you remember, we have seen that force was coming out to be equals to, it is M. Okay, so guys, it is going to be mr by 4n. If you remember, we have seen f mr by 4n into 2 omega ka square. This was into cos to theta. We have seen this was the secondary force coming. So my dear, when we have written the secondary force in that way, here you know n is going to be L by r. If you are going to put this value, you will be getting m, and this r 4, n is nothing but L by r. So by putting this thing, you will be getting that this is the radius. If you can say, it will become this is L by r, so it will become r square by 4L. This will be the equivalent radius, which is rotating at twice the speed of the engine speed, because omega is the crank speed or engine speed. So my dear, by looking at this, you can say D is the correct option for this. So it was an easy question from theory of machines. So except 1 to 2 questions from theory of machines, all other questions were very easy. Machine design questions were easy. One question is there from welded joint, so we are going to discuss that also. And now I will invite Harshi sir to take the.
Good afternoon, friends. So I hope you have done well in the GATE examination. So we will be discussing, me and Anubhav sir, we are going to discuss the thermal engineering part, that is thermodynamics, RAC, IC engine and power plant. We are going to discuss the questions. The questions were very easy. The questions were from one question from air conditioning, that is mixing. Then there was question related from the properties of pure substances, compressibility factor, then reheat cycle. So the questions were pretty easy. And Anubhav sir would like to say a few words, then we will be moving on to the solving the questions.
Just that some of the students will be joining in, going for their exams. So thermodynamics, guys, it is like an easy to moderate kind of a thing. Make sure that you apply your concepts to the best possible way, because sometimes some questions have been a little tricky, not direct. So please apply your concepts very carefully.
So friends, starting with the very first question which we are going to discuss is the question of reheat cycle. In the reheat cycle question, there was a work done given by the high pressure turbine, work done on the high pressure turbine, work done by the low pressure turbine. The work done by the high pressure turbine was the work done by high pressure turbine given in the question is 750 kilojoule per kg. This was the data given. And the low pressure turbine is 1500 kilojoule per kg. The work done on the pump was also given. It was given as 20 kilojoule per kg, and the overall efficiency of the cycle was given as 50%. This was the reheat cycle. Then they have given you on the condenser side, they have given you the value of HF and HG. The value of HF was given as 200 kilojoule per kg, and the value of Hg on the condenser side, it was given as the value of Hg is given as 2600 kilojoule per kg. So you have to find the dryness fraction. If I would like to draw the figure of the reheat cycle, we are going to draw the figure of the reheat cycle. At this point you need to find the dryness fraction x. This is 1, 2, 3. Point number 4, the value of Hg at this point is given to you, and the value of Hf at this point is given to you. So how you are going to proceed in this question? First of all, we will be calculating the net work done. What is the net work done? Net work done is the work done by turbine minus the work done on pump. So what is the net work done? Net work done is the work done by turbine 1 plus work done by turbine 2 minus work done on pump. So what is the work done by turbine 1? Work done by turbine 1 is 750. Work done by turbine 2 is 1500, and work done on pump is given as 20 kilojoule per kg. So what is the net work done, my dear friends? What is the net work done? The net work done is coming as 2230. The net work done is coming as 2230. So from this net work done, the overall efficiency is net work done divided by heat supplied. So we will be getting the heat supplied from here. So overall efficiency was 50%. 0.5 is equal to net work done divided by heat supplied, which is equal to 0.5 is equal to net work done we got is as 2230 divided by heat supplied. So what is heat supplied? Heat supplied is 4460. This is a heat supplied. Also we know that net work done is equal to heat supplied minus heat rejection. Net work done is 2230. Heat supply is 4460 minus heat rejection. So please tell me the answer for heat rejection. Heat rejection is 2230. Now one very important point was here is you have to find the dryness fraction. To calculate the dryness fraction, you need to have the enthalpy at point number 4. So we know that heat rejection is equal to H4 minus HF. Right, and we got the value of heat rejection as 2230 is equal to H4 minus H5 is enthalpy at 0.5. It is a saturated liquid region, and the value was given as 200. Right, 200 is the value given. So the H4, the value at enthalpy at point number 4 is 2430. So you have to keep this point. This step is very important. This point is very important. So H4 is equal to HF plus X times Hg minus HF. H4 is 2430. HF is 200 plus dryness fraction X into Hg is 2600 minus HF, which is 200. So what is the value of dryness fraction? The value of dryness fraction is 0.92. So this was a bit lengthy question, but it is not so difficult. We have already done this type of question in the classes. You can go in the different series. We have done these questions. How many of you got this correct answer? The dryness fraction is 0.9. Please tell me you got the right. I think you got the right answer right, because we have calculated the heat rejection. From the heat rejection we have calculated H4 minus H5. We have calculated enthalpy at point number 4. After that we have calculated the dryness fraction. Right, I hope you have attempted this question correctly. Right, my dear friends. So Anubhav sir is going to take the next question, then we will be taking theoretical questions. Right.
Okay, so hello guys, next question is of hydraulic machines. Normally we do not expect hydraulic machines such a great weightage, but this time a Pelton turbine question has come. We'll quickly let's see what was given in the question. So it was given that it was a single jet Pelton turbine with discharge value as 5 meter cube per second. The diameter of the turbine was given as 2 meter. The RPM N was given as 300 RPM. Then the inlet velocity, or the absolute velocity with which it was entering, was given as 40 meters per second. What also was given in the given data was that the deflection of the jet was given as 165 degree. Whenever the deflection is given, we know that the blade outlet angle, which is phi, is 180 degree minus that of deflection, which was given as 165. So this is 15 degree. Now the other points that were mentioned was that neglecting any friction losses, we need to calculate what was the power developed by the turbine in megawatt. The unit has to be very, very, you need to keep in mind. Let us start solving it. So with velocity, this one, let us draw the velocity triangle at the inlet. This is this one. V1 is equal to V omega 1. If this is U1, then this is VR1. Inlet velocity triangle, we know it is a straight line for Pelton turbine. So with D and N given, we can calculate U, which is pi d n divided by 60. So if we put the value, U is coming as 10 pi, which is 31.41 meters per second. Now I can write V1 is equal to V omega 1, or I can also calculate VR1 is V1 minus U. So this value is coming as 8.58 meters per second. Are you getting it, guys? Now since it was mentioned that we need to neglect friction losses, so VR1 becomes equal to VR2. So this is VR2. Now once we get the value of VR2, we need to calculate VR2 cos phi, because it is very, very important for us to understand that always we cannot draw this outlet velocity triangle. So this velocity triangle is under certain conditions. Okay, let us first check. So value of VR2 cos phi, if we calculate phi being 15 degree, this value is coming as 8.29 meters per second. Now VR2 cos phi, this value is less than the value of U. Now if you plot this velocity triangle like this, so this whole is VR2 cos phi, and distance between relative and absolute velocity is U, which is not possible if you draw this triangle. So the outlet velocity triangle, my dear friends, is something like this. This is phi, this is VR2, this is V2, this whole is VR2 cos phi, and this whole is U. Okay, this is VW2. So this was the catch, guys. This was the most important step in this particular numerical. So from this, if we calculate VW2, this is U minus VR2 cos phi. You get the value of VW2 as 23.12, and once you are done, the most important point, power will be given as rho Q into VW1 plus VW2 into U. You put all the values and make sure, guys, units. What is the answer? What was the answer that you are getting? Come on, guys, let me know. What was the answer that you were getting? So this was coming as 9.912 megawatt. So they have asked you to calculate in megawatt. This is the answer that is coming. Yes, Chandrasekhar sir is here, our expert sir.
Hello everyone. Are you guys enjoying the session? मैं इसलिए आया हूँ बीच में क्योंकि मैं इस क्वेश्चन को देख रहा था, तो एक और तरीका हो सकता था जो हमने क्लास में डिस्कस किया है। अगर आपने क्लासेस अटेंड की हो तो जो पावर डेवलप्ड है, लेट मी टेक, हाँ, जो पावर डेवलप्ड है वो m डॉट इंटू VW1 माइनस VW2 इंटू U। सर यही एक्सप्रेशन होता है ना?
जी सर।
पावर डेवलप का एक्सप्रेशन ये था। तो मैंने क्लास में ऐसे बताया था कि आप यहीं पे इन दोनों की वैल्यू चेंज कर सकते हो। जैसे VW1 इनलेट पे VW1 इज इक्वल टू VW1 को V1 बोल सकते हैं, और यहां से अगर एग्जिट वेलोसिटी ट्रायंगल बनाएंगे तो दिस विल बी VR2 एंड दिस विल बी अगेन U एंड दिस विल बी V2 and this will be VW2. So from here only we can find out VW2 if this is the blade angle at outlet. Let me call it as beta 2, let's say. So VW2 can be written as VR2 U minus VR2 cos beta 2. U is complete and VW2 is this much. So that can be written as U minus VR2 cos beta 2. VR2 cos beta 2. And VR2 is equal to VR1. VR2 is equal to VR1 because there is no friction, and VR1 can be written as V1 minus U. So what I am trying to tell you is if we put VW1, so power, formula for power, you can remember it directly also. VW1 is V1 minus, then VW2 can be written as U minus VR2. VR2 is equal to VR1, that is V1 minus U and cos beta 2 into U. So if you simplify this expression, then it will be m dot into V1 minus U into 1 plus cos beta 2. That is the formula for power, and there will be U also, right? There will be U also. So if you can remember this formula for power W, you can directly use the values. Either you draw the velocity triangle, or even if you do not draw the velocity triangle, then also you can directly find out because V1 is given in the question, right? U is also given in the question, and beta 2 is the 180 degree minus deflection angle, that is 165. So that is how you can save time if you directly remember the formula. Otherwise there is a proper method, you can use that also. So now I'll be giving the mic to Harshit sir. He will discuss some more questions, and please guys share the session with everyone so that everyone gets benefited.
Thank you, Chandra sir. So we will be discussing few more questions. Me and Anubhav sir are going to discuss few more questions of thermodynamics alternatively, right? So next question which I am going to discuss is for the compressibility factor. Slide number 59. One minute, guys. Yeah, this was the question. This was a very simple question. The superheated steam, the pressure was given. The pressure was given as 1500 kilopascal. This was the pressure given. One minute. Yeah, this was the question. The pressure was given as 1500 kilopascal, and the specific volume is given as 2.75 meter cube per kilomole, and the compressibility factor Z is given as 0.95. You have to find the temperature of steam in degrees Celsius. Keep in mind, you have to find the temperature in degrees Celsius. After doing the calculations, you will be getting the answer in Kelvin. Don't forget it to convert it into degrees Celsius. So this is the simple equation. ZRT. Pressure you know, specific volume you know. Pressure you know, specific volume you know, Z you know, R you know, T only you have to find the value of T. So what is T? T is pressure into specific volume divided by compressibility factor into the value of R. This was the very simple question. So what is pressure? Pressure is 1500. The value of specific volume is 2.75 divided by the value of Z is 0.95, and R you know, that is 8.314. So what is the value of temperature? The value of temperature In Kelvin, you will be getting it as 522 Kelvin, but you have to find it in degree Celsius. Keep in mind, you have to find it in degree Celsius. So what you will do to calculate in degree Celsius, 522 minus 273, you will be getting the answer as 249 degrees Celsius. You will be getting the answer as 249 degrees Celsius. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear? So now I'm going to discuss the next question. There was one question related to unsteady flow. Next slide. Yeah, this was the question. This was the very easy question. An insulated tank initially evacuated. The tank is initially evacuated, then it is connected to a pipeline where air is at 400 Kelvin. In the pipeline, the temperature of air is 400 Kelvin, and the pressure is given as 250 kilopascal. This question we have done in the class, and in the class myself and Anubhav sir has told you several times that this question can come in direct way. You have to remember one formula, that final temperature in the tank is going to be gamma times the initial temperature in the pipeline, right? If you can remember that simple formula, that is fine. Otherwise, you need to derive it completely. But you have to consider the time factor as well. So this is the pipeline. This is the pipeline. This is the tank connected. This is the tank connected. The tank is insulated. The temperature here is 400 Kelvin. The pressure here is 250 kilopascal. This is the given. The tank is filled till the pressure reaches 250 kilopascal. The final pressure reaches here is 250 kilopascal. So you have to find the final temperature. The final temperature in the tank. The final temperature in the tank is gamma times the initial temperature in the pipeline, which is equal to 1.4 times into 400 Kelvin. This was the very easy question, and you people must have solved this. We have done several times this question in the class. Yes, right answer given by Renchore. It is 560 Kelvin. Yes, it is 560 Kelvin. That is the correct answer. Right, my dear friends. So few more questions. Anubhav sir is going to discuss few more questions.
Hello guys, just to add, almost the same time the data is just changed. The same exact type of question was there in yesterday's XC paper. So I always keep on saying that you need to also go through XC paper questions. Okay, now this question again, the data is changed, but the question was always there while we were discussing in the class. Let's see, it says that in a triple point regime, in a pressure temperature curve, the liquid vapor line equation is given by this one, and the solid vapor line equation is given by this particular equation. Now we know that on a pressure temperature diagram, the liquid line, the vapor line all coincide at the triple point. So at triple point, these two equations will be equal. Very simply, natural log P. So if this is equal, so I can directly write 24.38 minus 3063 divided by temperature is equal to 27.92 minus 3754 divided by temperature. Okay, why we are doing this? Again, very simple. At triple point, both these lines will be equal. So equating this, you calculate the value of temperature. This value of temperature is coming as 195.197. Now you must be very careful. So it was a numerical type question. You need to type in the given question if this temperature is in Kelvin. So if this is in Kelvin, if it is in degree Celsius, it is in degree Celsius. Okay, so once again guys, questions were not that they were out of the world. These were questions which are being done in our regular classes, in our batches, even in our app classes. Next we have Rakesh sir.
Thank you, sir. So guys, few more questions collect करते करते आते जा रहा हूँ मैं. Okay, so one more question of maths, and again with that maths question, again I won't say maths is difficult. So fourth question हो रहा है maths का. So many of you worrying about the difficulty level of maths. 3 questions already discussed, and I have told you that it was simple only. So going to the next question of the maths. Okay, moving towards the next question of the maths, guys. So just बहुत लंबी चौड़ी कहानी लिख दी है इसमें. So everyone just stay tuned. Okay, and then I am discussing 2 more aptitude questions. So what is given to you? Okay, only thing is they have given a whole story of the question. Okay, but if you are intelligent enough, you will identify what the end question is. The direct delta function delta t minus t naught is defined as integral a to b xi t delta t minus t naught dt. Okay, इस definition की जरूरत नहीं है. Even if they just say direct delta function or the impulse function, we all know what is a direct delta or the impulse function. Okay, and that is given by, this is just used to specify the area property, integral a to b, and that is equal to xi t naught for a less than t naught less than b, provided that the impulse is between the limits of integration, or else the answer is 0. Okay, now comes a straightforward question. What is the Laplace transform of delta t minus a time shift property is how much? Okay, and looking for the options, I'll provide the options also. The 4 options are given to you: e power minus sa, e raised to the power plus sa. What is the third option given? Infinity. And what is the 4th option? Infinity to tab hoga when the Laplace transform does not converge. Okay guys, anyone having the answer for this? Come on, quickly say the answer for this. No, very simple question it is. What is the Laplace transform of the impulse? Okay, what is the Laplace transform for the impulse? And that is simply given as 1. The Laplace transform of the unit impulse is 1. So what is the Laplace transform? Time shift property, delta t minus a. Whenever there is shifting in the time, there is the exponential term in the s domain, e raised to the power minus sa. E raised to the power minus sa is the answer, right? So that says option number A is correct. Okay, so this is another maths question discussed, and this one was again simple. Okay, 2 more aptitude question, guys. Okay, aptitude was very simple, extremely simple, and not only for your mechanical, aptitude was simple for all of the branches. Okay, maths kaiyon mein simple aaya, kuch mein challenging aaya tha. So one one very simple question. Let me draw the figure for this. Okay, there are 2 points given on the circumference of a circle. Let me take up those 2 points. There are 2 points given on the circumference of a circle, and there is the center of the circle O given to you. See, this is approximately the diagram given to you. Okay, there are 2 points on the circumference of a circle, and they make a right angle with the center O. Okay, and you are given that the area of the triangle OAB, and that is equal to the 50 square centimeter. Okay, void the area of the circle. Question is, what is the area of the circle equal to? Come on guys, area of the circle equal to. Okay, so yeah, I'll quickly start solving because many faculties, lots of questions are there. Sir, questions to end hi nahi ho raha. I think already, just 2.5 hours after the exam, not even 2.5 hours, just around 2 hours 15 minutes after the exam, and we have discussed a lot of questions. The great effort by the mechanical team of Gradeup, guys. Okay, और इस पे like बनता है. ठीक है, those who are live right now, अगर अभी तक like नहीं किया है तो यार lots of efforts, बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन डिस्कस हो गए हैं, and अभी it's all so many questions ready with us. So what is the area of the circle? So guys, this is R and this is R. What is the area of the triangle OAB? That is the half into base into height. Half into base into height, and base into height is both R into R, and that is 50 square centimeter. R square is the 100. So what is the area of circle? That is why aptitude was very easy. Area of the circle that you all know is the pi r square, and that is equal to 100 pi. That is equal to the 100 pi. Yes, Mondal, correct answer. Yes, Muhammad Sahib, correct answers. All right. Yes, Venkatesh, correct answer. All right. So 100 pi is the answer for this. With this, moving for the next question as well. Okay, quickly moving for the next question. Next question is again a simple ratio calculation. Okay, there are two zoos. Okay, the distribution of animals in two zoos are given to you. There is a zoo named as P, okay, in which you are given the absolute data of hens. There are the 65 hens, there are the 91 ducks, there are the 91 ducks, and there are the 169 goats in that zoo. There is another zoo named as Zoo Q, and the ratio of, in that, the ratio of hens is to ducks is to goats, you know, understand the abbreviation, is given as 5 is to 14 is to 13. Okay. And total animals, that is totals of hens plus the ducks plus the goats, is given as 416. Okay. Now, if both the zoos are merged, both the zoos are merged, okay, find the final ratio of the hens, ducks, goats. Yes. All right. Okay. Reynolds is already with the answer. Subhajit already with the answer. Piku Mondal correct नहीं है, थोड़ा सा check करना पड़ेगा. Arshad correct. Okay. Arshad Parekh correct answer. All right. Okay. Yeah, Mohammed. Aptitude was very easy. Chalo. So let's start discussing this very simply. If I talk about the zoo P, the absolute data is given zoo P. Okay, so that is irrelevant to talk about this. अगर मैं Q की बात करूँ, okay, so the ratio of hens is to ducks. Not the question. It is the zoo Q. And goats is given as 5, 14 and 13, and you know the basic fundamental of ratio. I will be taking each of the quantities as the integral multiples of 5, 14 and 13 respectively, and the total quantity of these hens, ducks and goats is 416. Solving this, guys, you get how much? The 32k is equal to 416, and k will be turning out to be 13. K will be turning out to be 13, and that means the hens will be 5k, that is equal to 65. The ducks will be equal to how much? 14k, 182, and goats finally will be 13k, and that is the 169. Okay, now merging के बाद बोलेंगे, okay, merging के बाद what is the totals? How many total hens? Hence coming up from the first zoo is 65, and from the another zoo is again 65, so that is 130. If I talk about the ducks, coming up from the first one, zoo P, that is 91, and from the second one 182, so that should be how much? 282 and 9 less, 273. And goats, if you take, coming up from the first zoo 169, and second one also the identical number 169 is coming up, so that is how much? 340 or 338. That's it. Okay, so what is the ratio of hens is to ducks is to goats? That is 130 is to 273 is to 338. Cancel out 13. You are going to get the answer, dear students. 10, 21, 26. 10, 21, 26. Yes, Nitish Kumar also correct. That will be the final answer. Final answer. Yes, Ganga Mahesh will be talking about the expected cutoff. Our mechanical experts will talk about the expected cutoff also. But yes, let me tell you, the cutoff will also be dominated by the second session. So we'll tell you the cutoff according to the session number 1. But as the session number 2 of mechanical gets over, then we'll be seeing whether that session is difficult or easy. Accordingly, cutoffs will also vary based on that, because cutoff will be cumulative effect of both the sessions. Okay, guys. So, all right. Sir.
Yeah, before going for another questions, let's have some guest with us. Abhinav Negi sir is also joining with Civil Champions to motivate you guys and support our faculty also behind. So that's what Gradeup is. We are not separated branches. Also, we are all together. We are all united, and we are all there. I am from EC, sir is from Civil. Mechanical class is going on here. That's what the spirit, guys. Come on, you also please join, all of you.
So I request Abhinav Negi sir to just explain one question which was being asked from strength of material, where they have asked maximum bending stress in the beams, and it is an overhanging beam subjected to uniform distributed load.
Okay, thank you, sir. Everybody, yaar, commando, please just like and share the session, yaar. Come on, everybody, yaar. Teachers are doing so much hard work, yaar. Our office is in Noida, and somebody is coming from Pune, somebody is coming from Hyderabad. अब कहाँ से पूरा जान लगा दिया है. Okay, many of you are thinking that, sir, from PDF you are giving. Yes, we are giving you PDF also, and soon we'll reveal the cutoff also. And many of you say PDF मिलता है तो क्यों solution देखे? My champions, यार, you are not giving only GATE exam, यार. There are many more exams that are yet to come. और जब PDF से आपको ये नहीं पता चलता कि टीचर ने सॉल्व कैसे किया, अगर मैं यहाँ पे सॉल्व कर रहा हूँ, you will be knowing that what are the processes, what are the some tricks, what are the shortcut. So everybody, guys, that is the benefit of seeing the complete solution, that you know how teacher is solving. So in coming exams you can solve like that. And one more thing, my champions, my commandos, those who have got good exam or bad exam, whatever, guys, see why you are tension, because you want a good career. From GATE, career is there, career becomes, but career is not only from GATE. There are multiple opportunities which are coming in front of you after the GATE exam also. दो जिनका अच्छा हुआ है उनको भी वो एग्जाम देना है, इसरो, DRDO, स्टेट सर्विस कमीशन. और PSU में नहीं होगा क्या GATE, किसका खराब हो गया तो? There is Coal India Limited also, there are many other things also that are waiting for you. Many PSUs take their own exam. So GATE is not only one gate to get the PSU, there are many other gates also, many other PSU entrance exam also. Guys, quickly like and share the session. Soon we will be giving you the cutoff also.
And sir, one more thing. Very soon we are going to start the sessions for ESE. Right, because this time you have the lot of advantage that ESE is coming from is in the July 18th of July. So very soon we are starting ESE extra technical subject sessions and ESE non-technical paper 1. We are beginning very soon. We were just waiting for this weekend mechanical to get over, civil or electronics ho chuka hai. So very soon, because paper 1 is common for all, we are beginning the series for ESE. So get ready for that also after the GATE examination.
और post gate analysis भी चल रहा है. Post gate analysis also going on 7 PM. आपका 90 marks आया, 80 आया, 70 आया, 50 आया, 30 आया, हर के लिए कुछ कुछ आगे रास्ता होगा, वो तो पोस्ट गेट चल रहा है भाई उसके लिए सेशन.
एंड गाइस, गेट जस्ट स्टार्टिंग है, ये शुरुआत है, अंत नहीं है. दिस इज जस्ट स्टार्टिंग. आपको याद होगा लास्ट ईयर आल्सो वाइजैक भी हुआ था, उसके बाद फिर NLC भी हुआ था, तो बहुत सारे एग्जामिनेशन होते रहते हैं. देयर आर मेनी येट टू कम. बाक विल बी देयर, स्टेट PSC विल बी देयर, एंड मेनी एग्जामिनेशंस आर येट टू कम, एंड ऑल हैव सेम टेक्निकल सिलेबस. सो माय डियर, यू आर ऑलरेडी प्रिपेयर्ड टू मच in this syllabus, so don't worry about that. Every exam you are going to perform in a nice manner. You will be getting definitely whatever you are doing for. So I will, sir, now.
Okay, just ज्यादा टाइम ना लेते हुए मैं फटाफट से कर देता हूँ. ओके, 20 और ये 2 मीटर है. दिस इज 2 मीटर. कहाँ से आएगा पेन? ओके, ये वाला. ओके, दिस इज 2 मीटर, दिस इज 1 मीटर. टोटल 20 किलोमीटर पर मीटर लगा है. टोटल 3 मीटर हो गया, तो नीचे टोटल कितना लगेगा? 60. ओके, सो टोटल डाउन, सो RP प्लस RQ, टोटल डाउनवर्ड लोड इज एक्टिंग इज 20 पर मीटर. इन 3 मीटर विल बी 60. सो RP प्लस RQ विल बी इक्वल टू 60. एंड एवरीबडी, एवरी कमांडो, इसका कहाँ है सर वो? ओके, 20 और 60 लगेगा, ठीक है. और आप मूवमेंट ले ले, समेशन मूवमेंट अबाउट एनी पॉइंट इज 0 यार. समेशन अगर मूवमेंट 0 नहीं हुआ ना, तो मेले में 50 रुपए में गोल गोल खेलते हो ना, वो 50 रुपए देके वो इस बीम में बैठ जाना, गोल गोल खेल लोगे. क्यों? मूवमेंट 0 नहीं हुआ, तो किसी भी पॉइंट के बाद मूवमेंट 0 होता है. बेंडिंग मोड अलग चीज होता है यार. बेंडिंग मूवमेंट इंटरनल चीज है, मूवमेंट तो 0 होगा किसी भी पॉइंट पे. अगर वो बॉडी रोटेशनल इक्विलिब्रियम में है तो 0 होगा. तो इसमें मैं टाइम वेस्ट नहीं कर रहा हूं. इसमें आप मूवमेंट लिखोगे तो आप पे RP के टर्म्स में आ जाएगा. तो फाइनल आपके पास मैं पहले ही निकाल चुका हूं, उतना टाइम आपका बचाऊंगा. तो RP की वैल्यू आ जाएगी 15 और RQ की वैल्यू आ जाएगी आपके पास यहां से 45. 15 45 60 आ गया. इसका आप SFD बनाओगे यार. SFD 15 फोर्स लगा, 15 से जंप करेगा, यहां से ऐसा ऐसा कुछ 15 आएगा. यहां से आपके पास ये वैल्यू आएगी मेरे ख्याल से 20 इंटू 2 40 माइनस 25 आ जाएगी यहाँ पे. फिर 40 से वो जंप करेगा क्योंकि 45 है, तो यहाँ से वैल्यू जंप करके 45 से जंप करके कहाँ पे पहुंचेगा? 20 पे. ऐसा 0 आ जाएगा, माइनस प्लस माइनस. फिर से आप BMD बना सकते हो. तो यहाँ पे BMD की वैल्यू जो हमने कैलकुलेट करी थी और यहाँ पे जो कैलकुलेट करी थी, तो बेंडिंग मूवमेंट मैक्सिमम की वैल्यू, ज्यादा टाइम ना वेस्ट करते हुए, बेंडिंग मूवमेंट मैक्सिमम वैल्यू इज कमिंग टू बी 10 यूनिट्स. ओके, देन द क्रॉस सेक्शन इज गिवन एंड यू नो सिग्मा मैक्स इज इक्वल टू M by Z. Z for rectangular section is BD square by 6. B is given as 24 mm. Okay, thank you guys. Like and share कर दो यार फटाफट.
Yes, my dear friends, friends, once again there is a question from machine design where theories of where factor of safety is being asked based on the Goodman criteria. So compulsory every year there will be one question related to factor of safety, my dear friends. So here you see they have asked about the Goodman criteria. Based on the Goodman criteria, what is the value of the factor of safety, my dear friends? Is it clear? Yes, my dear friends, very fastly share this video with all your friends, those who are really interested to just see the analysis part of the questions which are being asked in GATE 2021 by IIT Bombay, my dear friends. Come on, cheer up. So my dear friends, this was a question which was asked in machine design for 2 marks, where you see that sigma yt is given, the yield strength of the material, the ultimate strength of the material, and the endurance strength of the material in MPa is given. So this is 200 MPa is given. Everybody is well aware about the criteria, my dear friend, but this value is given at this point. So minimum is 800 Newton. So my dear friend, P minimum is given as 800 Newton. P maximum is given as 1600 Newton, my dear friend. So from these two we can get the value of the minimum and the maximum stress. So the minimum stress is equal to M upon I into Y. So this is equal to 800 into 100 is the bending moment at the fixed end, divided by I value is 12 into 20 cube divided by 12, my dear friends, BD cube by 12, and this is equal to 20 by 2 is Y value. So you get the answer as minimum is 100 MPa. Similarly, you get sigma maximum. Sigma maximum you get it in the same way, where we, instead of 800 we need to substitute 1600, my dear friends. So you will be getting the answer as 200 MPa. This is the maximum based on the same thing. The only thing is maximum load is to be applied. So from this we can calculate the mean stress, my dear friends. Everybody is well aware that the mean stress is equal to maximum plus minimum by 2. Maximum plus minimum by 2. So you get the answer as 150 MPa. And the amplitude stress is equal to maximum minus minimum by 2, which is equal to 50 MPa, my dear friends. 200 minus 100 divided by 2. Once you get the maximum and the minimum value of the mean and the amplitude, then by Goodman criteria we can say that sigma m upon sigma ultimate value, because it is the curve between mean stress and endurance stress and the ultimate strength of the material, my dear friend, plus sigma amplitude upon sigma endurance is equal to 1 by factor of safety, my dear friends. And substituting the value, we get the value of factor of safety as 2. So hope that most of you or everybody has done it correctly. Very simple question, my dear friends. Yes, Rancho, it is correct. Factor of safety is 2. Okay. Good. So my dear friends, very fastly share these videos with your friends, and don't forget to press the like button, my dear friends. Other faculties are also there to discuss the questions, my dear friends. So be tuned with Gradeup.
Hello everyone, are you guys enjoying the session? Please do like and share with your friends so that everyone gets benefited, those who are going for the second session, and all the best to them. They must already have reached to their So I am here with one more fluid mechanics question. 46. Actually, there is a slide already. 47. So there was a question asked from Newton's law of viscosity, but there was a slight twist in that. 47. Yes. So I have already discussed the question from fluid mechanics. 4-5 questions we have already covered. 3-4 questions we have already covered. This was the question from Newton's law of viscosity. Newton's law. It is very, very important topic. But the problem with the question was there was no velocity profile given in the question. What was given is the pressure gradient is 0. So many people got confused with this statement that the pressure gradient is 0. So what does that mean? If dp by dx is equal to 0, we can call it as plain Cout flow, or we can call it as simple Cout flow. So which means that the motion of the fluid is purely due to motion of the plate, and the velocity profile will be taken as linear. So linear velocity profile was not directly given, but because the 0 pressure gradient is given, it means the velocity profile will be taken as linear. That was one twist. And another was the units. You need to take care of the units properly. Average shear stress was asked. Some people got confused also once again because of this average value. Because the shear stress will remain constant if the velocity profile is linear, then the value of shear stress will remain constant. It will be independent of y. Everywhere the value of shear stress will be constant, whether they ask it at the top or the bottom or even at any middle point. So there is a direct formula for linear velocity profile. Shear stress is mu into v by h. But here the dynamic viscosity was not given. It was given as kinematic viscosity. Sometimes they can remove the kinematic word. They can only mention that the viscosity of the fluid is given. But seeing the unit, you will decide whether it is the dynamic viscosity or kinematic viscosity which is given. So kinematic viscosity is equal to dynamic viscosity per unit density. So the dynamic viscosity can be written as rho into kinematic viscosity into velocity of the fluid particle in contact with the top layer, that is 4 meter per second, divided by thickness of the fluid. If you put the values, density is 800 in its SI unit. Kinematic viscosity is also given in its SI unit. They can change the units also. They could have given you in CGS system 10 to the power minus 4 into velocity is 4 meter per second and the thickness is in mm. So 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. If you solve this, then you will get the answer as 80 Pascal. 80 Pascal is the correct answer, which is constant. 80 Pascal is the average value of shear stress in the fluid kept in between the plates. Alright, so guys, I'll transfer the session, or I'll give the mic to the Omkar sir to discuss more questions. Please do like the session, guys, and share the information to as many people as possible so everyone gets benefited. Omkar sir.
Thank you, sir. Hey, champs. Now, one more question from the manufacturing science. Yes, of course, that question from the rolling operation, and we have discussed it a lot of times. So, you know. One moment, please. 16. इसके बाद ही. Yes. So, dear students, see, this is the question on the rolling process, right? So here only the thing is that the directly the flow stress is not given definitely, but for the data, for calculation of the flow stress, because here the material is strain hardening material, the strip, of course, in the rolling operation, see, so initial strip thickness is given, dear students, and the final strip thickness is given. Yes, they are asking for calculation for the roll separating force. Okay, so of course very easy formula we are having for calculation of the roll separating force. So see here, so it is rolled to 18. It is rolled to 18 mm thickness. The initial strip thickness is 20 mm. It is rolled to the 18 mm thickness. Here the roller radius is given as 300 millimeter and the width of the strip is 500 millimeter, right? But dear students, the value for this average flow stress or the directly the yield strength we cannot get here, but here the material is strain hardened, right? And the values of the strength coefficient, the strain hardening exponent is given to it. Definitely we have to calculate first the sigma flow average, right? So how can we calculate? We know that it is equal to K into epsilon F to the power n divided by n plus 1, right? So the thing is that here this epsilon F, that is the strain which is induced in the process, we have to calculate, which is directly we can get ln of H original by H final. So calculate this ln of this 20 divided by 18. Okay, if you calculate this, what is it? Is 0.1053. Okay, so this is the strain you are getting, and from that definitely you can calculate this flow stress, right? So what is the average flow stress here? It will be K, strength coefficient is given, it is 300 megapascals into epsilon, we have calculated 0.1053 to the power 0.2, which is nothing but the strain hardening exponent, divided by 1 plus 0.2, that is 0. If you calculate, it will be around, say, how much you are getting? 159.37 megapascal. Now once you get this value for this yield or the average flow stress, definitely now the roll separating force you can calculate, that is equal to 2 by root 3 times sigma y BLP into bracket 1 plus mu LP by 4H average. So use this formula, and if you simply put the values here, so see here we can also calculate the coefficient of friction between the strip and the rollers as how? That is delta H max, that is the maximum draft we can have here, is equal to mu square times R, right? Where mu is given to you, it is not given, we are going to calculate delta H max, we are having 20 minus 18, that is 2 millimeter, and the roller radius is given here, so it is around 300 millimeter. So if I put the values, definitely I can calculate mu is equal to, I am getting here 0.0814. 8164. So ultimately use this all value in this roll separating force for the rolling operation, and if you write here, this force is equal to this 1.15 multiplied by sigma y, or the sigma flow we have calculated 159.37 multiplied by the width of the strip is given, that is 500. So 500 multiplied by LP. So again, dear students, see the length of arc of deformation or length of arc of contact that we have to calculate here, which is nothing but what? Under root of R delta H, R delta H. So radius is given 300 and delta H is 2 root over this 600. It will be 24.49. Yes, 24.49 you will be getting. So put the values here. It is multiplied by 24.49 into bracket 1 plus mu is nothing but 0.0864 into 24.49 divided by 4 times H average. H average will be how much? Original is 20, final is 18, that will be 38 divided by 2, it is nothing but 19 millimeter, right? So I will write here 19. And if you calculate, dear students, you will get the roll separating force as it will be 2.3 meganewton. Please check it out. You will be getting the answer for the roll separating force in the rolling operation as 2.3 meganewton. That will be 2313920 Newton. You may convert it into kilonewton or the meganewton, right? So see here. And now the second question is going to discuss by the Akash. Okay.
So, my dear friends, once again we all mechanical engineers, mechanical faculties are back, my dear friends. So almost I feel like more than 40 plus questions are being discussed 45 questions were being discussed by all the faculties at Gradeup, my dear friends. Hope that you have checked what is the right answer, and you could have decided that what will be your expected marks and all. So we are here with to have an expected cutoff that everybody is waiting for. So my dear friend, very fastly share this information with your friends so that they will be looking forward for what is the expected cutoff for the GATE 2021 conducted by IIT Bombay first session, my dear friends. So I request Dheeraj Sardana sir to just share his views about what will be the expected cutoff for GATE 2021 first forenoon session. Also the PSU cutoffs. Yes, Dheeraj Sardana sir. Please.
Hello guys, hope you guys have done wonderfully the exam, and those who are going to give the second shift, from that analysis you must have get some idea that how kind of question, what kind of question are been coming. And I feel, Rishi sir, except theory of machines 2 to 3 questions, rest questions were very easy. Yes. So I feel so that the cutoff should be between 30 to 35, and I feel PSU should be above 75, definitely for sure. And yes, definitely, because as the exam is very easy, and it was as expected that from last many years how the pattern is going on, the exam is coming easy only. So this year also it continues. Next, yes, I would like to say one more thing. Soon, as we have already discussed more than 45 questions in this session, and you will be having the PDF of all the questions very soon on this channel only, so you can have that. So guys, in the evening session also we are going to be the first one, so sabse pehle sabse sateek, okay, will be there once again for the evening session analysis, and hope you all guys will be joining us, those who have already given in morning shift to see the second shift how the exam is, and those who are coming from the second shift to see what you are going to get from that. So guys, hope you all will be joining us. So once again I will invite the complete mechanical team.
So my dear friend, don't miss this. Yes. We are coming up with the PDF of all the questions which are being explained by the faculties here in last 2-3 hours, my dear friend. So don't miss that also, right?
Yes. So guys, complete mechanical team have done some from the back end, some in front of you, have done a lot of work over this analysis. So एक like तो बनता है सभी के लिए, and guys please like and share the session with your friends also. And once again we are going to meet in the evening, guys. So be ready for the second part analysis, and we will be there before time as usual. We are here from the first section also. Okay guys, so those who are going to give the exam in the second session, I will say best of luck to them, and from complete mechanical engineering team.
Yeah. All the very best.
All the very
best.
And we meet
Yes.
in evening.
Yeah.
So
We will start it.
I hope so you all got the fine questions and answers. Yes.
Okay, my dear friends, let me